start. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from Prince George's Stadium. We're getting set for the first game in this 6-game series between the Hartford Yard Goats and your Bowie Baysox. Glad you're with us alongside Adam Pohl. I'm Matt Sabatis with you from the ballpark in Bowie, and we better get used to this site in front of us right now, Adam, because the Baysox are kicking off a 12-game homestand. It all begins today with the first of 6 against this Colorado affiliate, and right now, Bowie's just not doing too well. It was an unfortunate road trip, only won 1 out of 6 against Reading, and it's tough to paint anything in a good light when you lose 3 straight games in walk-off fashion. But I'm going to try to, so just bear with me for a minute, because the fact is, Bowie was in every single game.
Right.
It's not like they had a lead early and then just continually let Reading chip away over and over and over again until it led to a walk-off. Reading and Bowie kept fighting back and forth. The Baysox continually hit home runs to tie and tie and tie across the doubleheader on Sunday. And it's 3 straight games of losing by only 1 run. So it tells you that the Baysox are in it. They've just missed out on that last push to cross the finish line. The Baysox have just been stretched thin. It makes sense. They've been sitting under the maximum allotted roster limit. They've only had anywhere about 25 to 27 players over the last few days, and right now they're just sitting at 26 total players working with only a 2-man bench. So the day off yesterday, good for rest. Once they get through this week, things should hopefully be back to normal when the IL starts to clear up, and then we can really start to look ahead to what Bowie has in front of them. But for now, we still have to bridge this week if you're the Baysox, and they have to do it against a very, very tough and fast Hartford team.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Hartford is the team in this Eastern League that has the longest playoff drought. They're a team that is usually near the bottom of this league, but they've had a very good start to the year. They've got some great prospects that are bringing some excitement to the Colorado Rockies organization. But it's good to be home and in this new scheduling format here where you're playing 6-game series instead of 3 or 4. You would never play 4 3-game series at home in a row. And in a way, that's what the Baysox are about to do. So let's hope that Bowie can take advantage of it.
I asked Kyle Moore, the manager, just a few hours ago, did you get enough sleep after getting in late from the 5:15 first pitch of the doubleheader in Reading? He said, son, I was in the Sally League back when it was the Sally League before we had this scheduling setup.
Right.
You had some very long trips that abutted a 7 p.m. game in the middle of the week to have to get back home after, say, an 8-9 hour bus ride. So that was nothing.
Yeah, and the drive from Rome, Georgia to Salisbury, Maryland is something else.
Today's starting pitching matchup is Ryan Watson for Bowie going up against Noah Davis for the Yard Goats. Watson comes in a 2-0 record, a 2.28 ERA, best on the team, still carrying so many strong numbers, and he's constantly had really just a good feel for the flow of the game and a good feel for himself. He's not tried to force pitches when they may not be working or getting the desired outcomes, and if he can really get through the first inning, that's been really his only trouble inning this season. If he can get through the first inning, I can see him coasting through at least 5.
Yeah, and it's so big, what Watson is giving the Baysox because so many of their starters have been on the injured list here early on this year. So Watson, who was not intended to be a starter, here to begin this campaign, to be able to fill into this role and do so ably, it's been a big lift to the club.
Noah Davis on the other end, an 0-3 record with a 7.77 ERA. I'll bring him along next time I go to Vegas to hit the slots. A high-value Rockies, you like that? High-value Rockies prospect and member of the Colorado 40-man roster. He's been off to a tough start. He did go 3-1 with a 3.60 ERA in 6 starts with Hartford at the tail end of last season. His 6 starts this season have been much, much different. He's given up 5 home runs, including 2 home runs in 2 different starts. It's been the walk numbers for him, though. They've started to inflate. He's walked 12 and only struck out 11 over his last 3 starts. So Bowie and their efficiency at the plate, their proficiency to draw a walk or 2, they lead the league, so you know they're good at it. That might get them a handful of free runners on base. It's just going to come on to them to actually drive them in.
Yeah, and it's a small world, Matt, and he was traded from the Reds. And he was traded for a long-time former Bowie Baysox. 7 years ago, top reliever Michael Givens, a closer for Bowie early in the 2015, the championship season. So it comes full circle a little bit here at Prince George's Stadium.
It's a beautiful day here at the ballpark, and we're getting set for the first of 6. We'll step aside, and when we return, we're joined by the skipper, Kyle Moore. Our weekly chat with the manager is coming up next. You're listening to the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. This is Baysox Baseball.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
It's a very special day at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, June 18th that you don't want to miss. The Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration, sponsored by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Fans that get to the game will have a chance to bid on game-worn Baysox jerseys, with all proceeds going to benefit the Clemente Foundation. Again, don't miss out on your chance to own a piece of Baysox history on Saturday, June 18th with the Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration, and you can get your tickets now at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We're back in on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, sitting down for our weekly chat with manager Kyle Moore. An up-and-down series in Reading. A lot of good offensive showcases, some really good resiliency, especially in that doubleheader to come back and tie the game so many times, especially with the power. But just at the tail end of it, a lot of things not going the way of the Baysox. What were your ultimate takeaways from that series?
Yeah, I mean, we lost some really close games. I was really proud of the way we approached the game, even though a few things didn't go our way, and how we finished the week from an effort standpoint. But yeah, I mean, not the results you want. You know, we didn't make enough pitches in the later part of the game to really win ball games.
We'll keep our attention on that short and look ahead more specifically to the upcoming Hartford series. This is a team that relies heavily on speed. They lead the league with 62 stolen bases. What's going to be the approach maybe in terms of just general pitching with runners on base? Is there going to be any differences, or just going about it business as usual and relying on Cody and Maverick behind the dish?
Well, fortunately for us, we got two catchers that throw the ball well above average. Cody Roberts, one of the best throwers you'll ever see. Maverick Hanley, one of the best transfer guys with a good arm you'll ever see. So we talk about being quick to the plate from a pitching standpoint, no matter who's running the bases. So I think Harvard will propose a challenge to us as far as the whole running game is considered. But you know, I'm sure they do the jump lead just like we teach here a little bit too, and at certain levels. But we'll defend that, you know, as well as we know how to. So it'll be a challenge that I'm looking forward to, because like I said, our catchers throw the ball well, and most of our guys are quick to the plate. So it's going to be a cat and mouse game between that, and we're going to do our best to not let us take our focus off of making quality pitches. Yeah.
I want to bring up something that I caught quickly when it happened. Jordan Westberg shifted down into the 5 slot in the order the other day, and he flourished in a couple of games in that position. Are you going to keep putting him batting 5th for the foreseeable future, or you think that might have just been the good spark to get him back into the groove and shift him back into the regular 1 through 4?
Yeah, just wanted to mix it up for him. I mean, I don't put too much weight into order. I just thought it would be nice to mix him up and get a lefty in front of him, and then just sort of shake it up, give him a couple more at-bats to sit there and see what the guy had. And then he did flourish. He swung that really well the last few days, and so he's back in the 3-hole tonight, hoping that he continues to just give quality at-bats. He's a really good player. I try not to let the guys, you know, I try to make sure they understand it really doesn't matter where you hit in the lineup. You know, just gonna arrange it a certain way tonight. So Westy's a pro. He comes to play no matter where he's at in the lineup.
Again, we're here with manager Kyle Moore, and the big news announced coming into this series just a couple of hours ago. Dean Kramer is going to be making a rehab appearance with Bowie starting Wednesday's game. What are some of your expectations for that?
No, just looking forward to seeing Dean pitch. The last time I saw him pitch was in the Fall League in 2019, and anytime you get a major league rehab, it's cool. It's really nice to see a big leaguer come in here and how he works, and hopefully some of our guys can take a little bit of something from him as far as how he prepares every day. So not really looking for anything other than just letting him throw the allotment that they ask us to let him throw, and hopefully everything goes well for Dean, and you know, he can get back on track.
Won't take up too much more of your time. I know it's very busy getting back in from the long road trip and setting up for what's now a 12-game homestand. So we'll wrap up with our usual question. How'd you spend the off day with the family?
Just a normal, just super Nice off day. I know it was raining a little bit. I actually took a nap, first nap I've taken in a long time. My wife was sweet enough to let me get one of those. And just we went to lunch and just had a nice day all together. So love those off days and super excited to be here for 12 games.
Very glad to hear it. Thank you so much, Kyle. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thanks.
That's manager Kyle Moore here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We'll step aside. When we get back, walk through the lineup in depth, look around the Eastern League and the Orioles organization. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Great to have you back with us here from Prince George's Stadium as we get ready for what is the opener of this six-game series here. The Baysox and the Hartford Yard Goats. Hartford, the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. So they really are, when you think about it, in this Eastern League. Hartford is one of the only teams that doesn't have much of a regional tie to their big league affiliate. Portland, of course, just a 2-hour drive from Boston to Binghamton. Many people in that area are New York Met fans. Same for Somerset with the Yankees and on down the line. And all together, obviously Altoona with Pittsburgh, Reading with Philadelphia, and the like. But I don't think there are too many homegrown Rockies fans in downtown Hartford, Connecticut. But they have had a really nice pairing as the affiliate since even the last few years in which they were just down the road in New Britain as the New Britain Rotcats. And Hartford has not been a playoff team in their time as the Hartford Yard Goats and in their beautiful new ballpark, but they got a chance here in this first half. They come into today with a record of 19-14. They are a team that just about sells out Dunkin' Donuts ballpark every game, and they played very well at home this year. They're 13-8 at home. They played 500 baseball at 6-6 on the road. They trailed the Yankees affiliate Somerset by 2.5 games. Somerset is off to an outstanding start. Again, they've got a great pitching staff, and they have the best run differential in the entire Eastern League. Plus 54 is Somerset, the team that was ever so close to playing in the AA Northeast League Championship Series, but was eliminated by Bowie on the final day of the 2021 season last year. So Somerset 21-11, 2.5 up on Hartford. Reading, of course, had that big week last week against Bowie. They've won 8 of 10. They are 16-17 now, a game within 500, 5.5 out altogether. The Blue Jays affiliate, New Hampshire, is 15-17. Portland is now 15-18, and Binghamton has had a tough start to this 22 campaign as the Rumble Ponies are 11-21 with the worst record in the league. In the Southwest Division, Richmond, who has not been in the postseason in 8 years. Well, they're off to a great start, albeit only 2 games ahead of Akron, as the Flying Squirrels are 20-13 on the year, and they're 12-6 at the Diamond. Akron is 2 back at 18-15. Erie, who will be in town here next week, the Tigers affiliate, are 17 and 16. Harrisburg is at 500, 3.5 out. And then Altoona and Bowie are both 6 back. The Baysox entering today, losers of 4 straight, but the Baysox are 8 and 6 at home. And again, today begins a stretch of 12 in a row here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie 13 and 18 on the year. And of course, a very tough day on Sunday evening in Reading as they lost 2 tough nail-biters, both in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 7th inning, 5-4 in the opener, and then 4-3 in the nightcap. So the Baysox will try to wash that away and get back on the winning path here this evening. And there are some games already underway in the league. Harrisburg is in Portland to open a series, and an inning in, it's 1-0. The Senators leading. It is 2-0 Altoona there at People's Natural Gas Field through an inning over Richmond. Somerset and Reading are scoreless in the second. That is in Somerset. And they've already played a day game today in both Erie and Binghamton. New Hampshire walloped Erie. They scored 7 in the 9th to put that bad boy on ice after they led 6-3 entering the game, the 9th inning. 13-3 the final there. Erie falling to 500, and another defeat for Binghamton. Akron a 5-2 victor. The Baysox are taking the field. We'll return with starting lineups and tonight's opening pitch right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from Prince George's Stadium. It's game one of this 6-game series between the Hartford Yardgoats and your Bowie Baysox. Matt Zamatas and Adam Pola with you from the ballpark in Bowie. And as Ryan Watson foots the rubber now and gets ready to warm up, he'll face off against the following Hartford lineup. Leading off in left field, you've got Jimmy Herron, followed by Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop, batting second. Michael Tolia is the first baseman. He bats third. Kyle Datras is the designated hitter. He bats fourth. Brenton Doyle is the center fielder, batting fifth. Willie McIver is the catcher. He bats sixth. Nico Decolati is in right field. field, he's batting 7th. Aaron Shunk is the third baseman, batting 8th. And Jack Blomgrin, a recent addition to the roster, making his 2022 debut for the Goats, is at second base, batting 9th. Hartford is the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. They're managed by Chris D'Onofrio. Their pitching coach is Blaine Beatty. Hitting coach Tom Soteris. Luis Lopez is an assistant coach. Mason Rook, the physical performance coach. And Kelsey Brandstetter is the athletic trainer. Hartford comes into today a 19-14 record, a one-game winning streak, and they're currently in second place in the Northeast Division, 2.5 games out of first. Once more, that lineup for the Goats: Herron, Tovar, Tolia, Datras, Doyle, McIver, Decolati, Shunk, and Blomgrin, all to face off against Ryan Watson on the mound. Prince George's Stadium, 309 feet down the line to both left and right field, 405 feet to straightaway center. Sunlight pushing its way across, I'd say, about 90% of the playing surface right now. There's a small stretch of shadow behind the batting circle and a little bit out toward the left field corner, but an excellently maintained playing surface by head groundskeeper Franklin Escobar. Beautiful lush greens and a very nice-looking infield as well on a very calm, cool, and beautiful day for some baseball here at Prince George's Stadium. Final of the warm-up tosses is in the mid of the catcher and on down to second base to go around the horn as right-hander Jimmy Herron digs into the box and gets ready for the first pitch. Herron, a .246 average this season, an .886 OPS, 4 doubles, no triples, 4 homers, 7 runs driven in. As Watson steps off the rubber, adjusts his cap, and now gets ready to begin the wind for our first offering today. He holds ball in glove waist high, brings it up to the chest, kicks and fires the first pitch. It's on its way for a called strike, lower outside corner, as we're underway at 6:37 p.m. on an 80-degree, partly cloudy day here at Prince George's Stadium. Infield, a step decently to pull for Herron, 48% of the time, and he pulls it here. Over toward short, where it's picked by Gunnar Henderson at the knees. He fires low, but it's into first in time. A good dig by J.D. Mundy, and that's how we get started here with a ground out to short. Starting defensive alignment for Bowie from left to right in the outfield, you've got Shane Fontana, Hudson Haskin, then Zach Watson. Jordan Westberg is at third base, Gunnar Henderson at short. Joey Ortiz is at second base, and J.D. Mundy is at first. Maverick Handley calls the balls and strikes behind home plate for Ryan Watson on the mound. Watson now squares off with right-hander Ezekiel Tovar, big heavy hitter and a top Rockies prospect to boot. First pitch home. Tovar bounces it the other way. A little flare into right field for a base hit. It touches down in front of Watson, and Tovar is aboard with a single. 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the first inning. Ryan Watson, a 6'5", 215-pound, 24-year-old right-hander from Auburn, Alabama. Non-drafted free agent signing in 2020. Of course, that season, it was only 5 rounds in the draft, so not many drafted that year, and plenty of NDFAs out of the draft. On the year with Bowie, he's pitched well, one of the best on staff, a 2-0 record and a 2.28 ERA. 23 2/3 innings, he's held opponents to just a 160 average and an 0.83 whip. First pitch to Michael Tolia misses wide, and the count starts out at 1-0. Tolia on the season a 243 average, 788 OPS with 6 doubles, a triple, 5 homers, 20 runs driven in. You got to watch for the speed, too, with some of these Hartford runners. Tovar has 11 steals, hasn't been caught yet. Next pitch. Misses just wide, barely. Count goes to 2-0. But Bowie does have a couple of rocks behind home plate between Maverick Handley and Cody Roberts. Roberts, when he catches, it's either going to be tomorrow or the next day. He's 5 for 10 on attempted steals this season, so a 50% caught rate. Next pitch to Tolia. That one called a strike on the same outside edge. Looked to be like it could go relatively decent as the count goes to 2-1. Here's the next. Swinging a bouncing ball right to first, picked by Mundy, spins and fires to second. Henderson doesn't have anyone covering first to try and turn 2. So they just get the lead runner on a nifty little 3-6 putout. That eliminates Tovar, and there's 2 away as Tolia takes the spot over at first base. Now it goes to Kyle Datras, right-handed designated hitter today, a .269 average, .732 OPS with a double, no triples, 2 homers, 6 runs driven in. Watson out of the stretch, comes set. Fires the first home, up and in. 1-0 to start. Tolia, not as much of a stolen base threat as Ezekiel Tovar is. He's only attempted 1 steal, and he was successful. Maverick Handley on the season. He has caught 5 of 7 potential base stealers this year. Excellent numbers. Here's the 1-0. Datras watches curveball, called for strike on the lower inside corner, and the count evens at 1. Watson on the season with Bowie has struck out 28 batters in his 23 2/3 innings, giving up only 5 walks. Of course, he started the year with that incredible 28 consecutive out streak and 13 consecutive scoreless innings. Here's the 1-1. Slider misses down and away for a ball. It's 2-1. Your umpiring crew today: at third base, it's Sean Cassidy. Jude Corey is at first base. Kelvis Velez is the crew chief, calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Runner at first, 2 away here in the top of the first inning, a scoreless game. Watson looking for the empty frame. Fires the 2-1. Bouncing ball high over toward third and picked down at the knees by Jordan Westberg. Excellent read as he brings it over to first base. 5-3 putout ends the frame, and a 1-out single eventually left stranded at first. We're on to the bottom of the frame here at Prince George's Stadium as Hartford comes up empty, and the Baysox are coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
We're back to Prince George's Stadium, the bottom of the first here as Bowie will try to take the early advantage. Ryan Watson tossing a scoreless frame. And now Noah Davis will get warm on the mound for Hartford. He gets ready to face the following Baysox lineup. Leading off in center field, you've got Hudson Haskin, followed by Gunnar Henderson at shortstop, batting second. Jordan Westberg is the third baseman, batting third. Shane Fontana in left field, bats fourth. Joey Ortiz, the second baseman, bats fifth. J.D. Mundy at first, bats sixth. Zach Watson in right field bats seventh. Andrew Dashbach is the DH today. He bats eighth. And Maverick Handley catches for Bowie this afternoon. He's batting ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They're managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brandon Becker, Josh Conway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Calvin Christensen is the video coordinator. Lindsey Birchfield is the athletic trainer. Bowie is 13-18 on the year, currently on a 4-game losing skid. They've lost 5 of their last 6. They're currently tied for 5th and last in the Southwest Division, 6 games out of first. First pitch to Hudson Haskin from Noah Davis, misses inside, and it's 1-0 to start. Very quickly, that lineup again for Bowie. Haskin, Henderson, Westberg, Fontana, Ortiz, Mundy, Watson, Dashbach, Handley, all to face right-hander Noah Davis on the mound. Next pitch, a liner up the middle, a base hit. Screamer there from Hudson Haskin, and he's now got hits in 4 of his last 5 after going without in the back end of Sunday's doubleheader. But he opens up with a single here, and that continues a good trend for Hudson as well. He's got a good OPS when leading off innings, good walks, good power. The contact may be a bit iffy, but he can still see the ball well, opening things up. Now it goes to Gunnar Henderson, a .293 average, .938 OPS this year, 5 doubles, a triple, 4 homers, 21 runs driven in. Had his triple on Sunday. Here's the first pitch. This one popped up left side. Is it going to be in play? Foul ground and on top of the dugout. So just barely over, and the count starts out at 0-1 on Henderson. Well, the sad news for Henderson was in Game 1 of Sunday's doubleheader, that astonishing on-base streak finally came to an end. Each of the first 29 games of the year for Bowie, Henderson reached safely. Longest in the Eastern League, and it's probably going to hold for a while, but then he went 0 for 4 in Game 1 of the Twin Bill. This next one driven high and deep out to right. Forget about it! Gunnar Henderson says goodbye with a 106-mile-an-hour rocket to put Bowie up 2-0. That's his 5th home run of the season. Team leading RBIs number 22 and 23. And talk about a big one. I was joking a little bit when he was on such a big walk streak. Is he getting tired of being walked so much? It's been so long since he'd hit a home run. That's his first home run here in the month of May. But hey, he's right back to it. He didn't miss a beat. That one was mashed. Here's Jordan Westberg. First pitch misses down and away for a ball. It's 1-0 to start. Westberg on the season for Bowie, a 205 average with a 764 OPS. He grounds this one over to the left side and past the shortstop Tovar into center field. Westberg cruises to first, stops there with a big round, but it's 3 consecutive base hits for Bowie. Jordan Westberg now has hits in 5 of his last 6 games after missing out on a seasons-long 5-game hit streak just the other day. But these top 4 for Bowie, they are really cruising lately. Shane Fontana has done well in this cleanup spot, too. 282 average, 867 OPS, and he grounds this one to second, though. Could be 2. Picked by Blomgrin, underhanded to Tovar. Tovar flips it to Tolia, and 2 gone. That's a 4-6-3 double play. For Fontana, that's the first time he's hit into a twin killing all season. Defensive alignment for Hartford. Jimmy Herron, Brenton Doyle, Nico Decolati from left to right in the outfield. Aaron Shunk at third, Ezekiel Tovar at short. Jack Blomgrin at second, Michael Tolia at first, and Willie McIver catches behind the plate for Noah Davis on the mound. Here's the first pitch to Joey Ortiz, misses up and in, and the count starts out at 1-0. Ortiz on a 3-game hit streak, a 221 average with a 670 OPS, but his numbers have been climbing here in the month of May. Next pitch. Slider called a strike on the upper outside corner. It's 1-1. Ortiz has a 286 average and a 933 OPS here this month. Next. Late called strike on the upper outside corner. It's 1-2. Baysox in their alternate orange uniforms with the black shoulder sleeve and the black block Bowie on the front side, white pants. The Yard Goats in their all gray roads. Next pitch. Late swing, poked into center field for a base hit. Ortiz just really got down and away on that pitch, but still got ahead of it. That's a 4-game hitting streak for Joey, and the Baysox have their 4th hit here in the inning. The base hits have been a sore spot for Noah Davis this season. Remember, an 0-3 record and a 7.77 ERA. Opponents are hitting .298 against him, and he's currently dealing with a .235 whip here in the month of May. He faces J.D. Mundy now, left-hander. First pitch misses up and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Mundy, a 260 average on the year, 740 OPS, 5 doubles, 2 homers, 10 runs driven in. Davis has allowed at least 5 hits in 4 of his 6 outings this year. The other 2, he's allowed 4. Here's the next pitch. Mundy watches inside, and the count goes to 2-0. Against left-handers, Davis has had plenty of trouble. 15 strikeouts against 8 walks. 2 of the 5 home runs he'd allowed coming into today. Now 3 of 3, or 3 and 3 when you consider Henderson's 2-run blast. Next pitch, Mundy bounces it high to first and picked in fair territory by Tolia, right on top of the bag. So a 3 unassisted putout ends the frame and strands 1 on, but the Baysox score a pair on Gunnar Henderson's moonshot out to right center field. It's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We're on to the second here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie ahead 2-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey Baysox fans, if you've got a teacher or educator in your life that's meant a lot to you, or if you're one yourself, then you don't want to miss out on the Baysox Educator Appreciation Week from Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st. Teachers and educators who show a school ID at the Baysox ticket office will get 2 free tickets to a game of their choice between those days, all sponsored by Educational Systems Federal Credit Union. Again, it's Educator Appreciation Week at Prince George's Stadium, Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
We're on the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie holds on to a 2-0 advantage. Matt Sabatis, Adam Pohl with you. Ryan Watson back to work for the Baysox in the first pitch home. Fastball hits the upper outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Brenton Doyle, the first batter of the frame for Hartford. A .234 average, .696 OPS this season. Next pitch. That one called a strike again, maybe a bit wide. And the count goes to 0-2. Doyle has 4 home runs, 17 runs driven in. Again, for Watson, that first inning was his biggest sore spot this year. ERA of 12 in the first. Next pitch, rope to the right side and down for a base hit just in front of the line. It's picked out of the corner by Zach Watson and sent to the infield, but into second standing, Doyle with his 5th double of the season. Leadoff base runner for Hartford. And that will bring the tying runner to the plate in Willie McIver, who has 8 home runs this season. Need to be careful here. So you look at Watson's numbers. The only times he'd given up runs all season were in the first inning, when that scoreless streak of his came to a close. Remember, against Harrisburg, he gave up consecutive doubles to open the game in his only start against the Senators. And then later on in that same game in the 5th, he allowed a couple of runs. Runner at second, nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Bowie ahead 2-0. First pitch to Willie McIver is popped up right side on the infield, now out toward foul ground. Watson loses the hat, runs up on top of the bullpen mound, but it touches down in front of a pair of Baysox players, including J.D. Mundy. That's the toughest spot to try and field the ball, because not only are you watching the ball, not only are you watching your teammates, you got to watch that mound, because that can really mess with an ankle if you're not paying attention.
And one of the only ballparks in this Eastern League in which the bullpen mound is on the field of play, so you got to be ready for that.
Starts the count out at 0-1 on McIver. Here's the next. Fouled off. This one more menially back to the press box.
Uh-oh, watch out.
As I say, that hit something in here.
We might not have an MLB TV feed anymore after that.
Where is that? Somebody up by the feed table has it. So we've got a souvenir.
Wow, you don't see a ball get in this press box that often.
Hope the lasagna's okay. So it runs the count to 0-2. Watson still hunts for his first K. Pitch home. Check swing. No, didn't get it. That pitch definitely a bit wide on a changeup. But already early on, the zone is looking to be a bit wide against some of these right-handers, and I think Watson is testing what he can get away with.
Yeah, we saw it in the Ortiz at-bat. 2 pitches that looked to be off the outside, called strikes before his single.
Again, Bowie ahead 2-0 here in the second. The 1-2. Bounced up the middle. They had him shifted, and it's into center for a base hit. That'll score Doyle. Taken softly in center by Hudson Haskin, but it's an RBI single for Willie McIver. Now, that is an okay play. McIver is a heavy pull candidate, but Bowie has really been playing the pull very heavily this season. And when you can't have that additional fielder on the pull side, you can only have the two there, it leads to those massive gaps. So in essence, this is what the rule is trying to do.
Yeah, Ortiz would have had that if there were three infielders on the pull side, and undoubtedly where Henderson was playing so around towards third, that would have been the case there.
Here's Nico Decolati. Now tying runner is on base with nobody out. First pitch. That fastball is called a strike. Bottom edge of the zone, it's 0-1. He's bottom three in the lineup for Hartford, a little bit more down to earth. Decolati, a .226 average, only a .611 OPS in 10 games. No homers, 4 runs driven in. Next pitch. Swing in just a piece into the mid of the catcher there, and the count goes quickly to 0-2. Again, Maverick Hanley behind the dish today. He's caught 5 of 7 potential base stealers this season. If you heard our pregame chat with manager Kyle Moore, he said a lot of it comes down to just how well he transfers the ball. Very speedy in that regard. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a bouncer up the middle. Diving grab by Ortiz. He slides it over to second, and it's there! Wow! He just kind of skipped that like a stone across the dirt to second base, and it's going to lead to a conversation between manager Chris D'Onofrio and the third base umpire Sean Cassidy. But Willie McIver quickly gave up the goat and went back to the dugout. So I don't think it'll go too far.
There's no replay, and Bowie is very fortunate that there's no replay on that call. But that was an incredible diving play by Ortiz. Spectacular in nature. It looked like McIver was pretty easily in there ahead of the throw.
And that's why a lot of scouts have rated Ortiz as maybe the sleeper of this highly touted infield for Bowie. While his height may be a little bit lesser, his range is probably the best, and his skills when it comes to the timing of those dives and those slides. Here's Aaron Shunk, first pitch lifted into center field. Hudson Haskin curls around on it to his left side, squares it up, makes the catch, already 2 gone. So after the leadoff double and single, the inning has drastically shifted back into the favor of Ryan Watson as there's 2 away. And now here's Jack Blomgrin. This is his Double-A debut in his first game of 2022 after only appearing in 86 games with High-A Spokane last season. Added to the roster probably only about 3 hours ago. Watson delivers the first to him. The right-hander watches a fastball just miss wide. Count opens up at 1-0. So with High-A Spokane, that's the Indians in the Northwest League. They were the High-A West at that point. He hit .284 with a .798 OPS in 86 games, 4 homers, 32 runs driven in. Here's the 1-0. Fastball spoiled off right side, and the count evens at 1. He was a part of that speedy Colorado infield that they like to work with. 30 steals. He was caught only 7 times. But do recall that the High-A levels were the first year that they tested those new step-off rules that have since been integrated now across all of minor league baseball. So a lot of pitchers were getting used to it at that point. Runner goes. Next pitch is ripped over to the left side, a base hit. Hit and run might not work as it's over to left. Oh, but it's bobbled by Fontana. He can't make the transfer. So it's first to third for Nico Decolati, and Blomgrin gets a single in his first plate appearance in Double-A. That puts the tying runner over to third base and brings the top of the lineup up with Jimmy Herron, who's only 1 for 13 this season with runners in scoring position.
It worked out beautifully, but it is interesting with 2 outs that Decolati, who was running with that pitch, is able to go first to third on a hard base hit in the left field. I mean, obviously, you don't want to make that out at third to end an inning, but the bobble made it a play that worked out well for Hartford.
Yeah, Fontana just wasn't able to make the transfer cleanly. Kept the ball in front of him, but you miss that extra second, and that ruins it. Here's Herron. First pitch, called a strike, bottom edge of the zone. It's 0-1. Herron grounded out on an 0-1 pitch back in the top of the first inning. Hit it over to the shortstop, and they've got him to pull a little bit again. Not as heavily as they did, say, against Willie McIver. Here's the next. Runner at first feigns the takeoff as the pitch is lofted out to deep right field. Watson running a long way back, and it's out. A 3-run home run out to the other side. That's some rare opposite field power for Jimmy Herron. And Hartford has jumped ahead to a 4-2 advantage here in the top of the second inning. 5th home run of the season for Herron. RBIs number 8, 9, and 10. And all of a sudden, things look a little bit different as Ryan Watson is getting tagged for, at this point, what's his worst inning all season. Prior to this, Watson had only given up 6 total runs all year, and now 4 here in the second inning of this game. Here's Ezekiel Tovar, first pitch. Fastball, screams across for a called strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Tovar, single to right field, was taken out on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Next pitch fired home and fouled off right side. Count goes to 0-2. First season here with Hartford, but a member of the 40-man roster and the number 6 prospect in the Rockies system, according to MLB Pipeline. Here's the 0-2, misses down, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Watson getting up there in pitch count as well. He's used 19 pitches in this inning, after using 11 in the first. Bases empty, 2 away, the 1-2 pitch. Misses high, and the count evens on Tovar. He was an organizational all-star for the Rockies last season. Already has a couple of big games under his belt here at AA as the next one is served out to right center field on a line and down for a base hit. Almost splitting the gap where it's picked up by Hudson Haskin. He rips it back to the infield, but it's just late as Hartford sees the ball so well in this inning. They've now collected their 5th base hit and their 3rd for extra bases. Double by Tovar is his 7th this year. And Michael Tolia will step in after grounding out his last time up. It's going to lead to a mound visit from pitching coach Josh Conway. Fans Pest Now is a proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, and they provide pest control services for Prince George's Stadium, so that's how you know they're reliable. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, anything from general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and really all other pest control services, you can give them a call. 301-231-8300 or visit them online at pestnow.com. Pest Now, proud sponsor of the Bowie Baysox. Bowie had the early 2-0 advantage. The Baysox have actually scored in the first inning in a handful of their recent games. They did so in consecutive games against Reading on Thursday and Friday, but still lost both of those games. Had the 2-run home run on just the second batter of the game today, Gunnar Henderson. But now here in the top of the second, it was double RBI single, and then a fielder's choice, another single by Jack Blomgrin, and then a 3-run home run by Jimmy Herron. Ezekiel Tovar doubled, and that's where we're at now with Michael Tolia stepping in. Righty on switch hitter batting lefty, first pitch. Called a strike outside, and the count opens up at 0-1. So it's maybe not wide against both lefty or against just the right-handers. That was definitely a wide called strike against the left-handed hitter. First step off for Ryan Watson. Shadow is starting to push its way a little bit across the third base foul line, but still plenty of sunlight to be had. Watson looks back, runner at second, fires the 0-1, and it's right down Broadway for a called strike. Fastball runs the count to 0-2. Wind coming in very briskly from center field. Nothing too overpowering, but a good feel. Watson still wants that first strikeout. He fires the 0-2, and it misses down, a changeup, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Watson coming off of his only outing against the Fightins. He allowed a 2-out solo home run to Aldrum Corridor in the first inning of that game. And it was a tough one. It was toward the corner and very tough to read because of where it bounced on the other side of the wall. Here's the next pitch. Grounded over to the right side. Ortiz picks it, pulls it in at the waist, and sends it over to first from the outfield grass to finally end the frame. But Hartford takes the lead in a big way. They score 4 runs on 5 hits with no errors, eventually 1 man left on. As we move to the bottom of the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie trails 4-2. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Baysox Youth Baseball Camps are back in 2022, and registration is open now. 3 sessions this summer led by Orioles Hall of Famer and former Rookie of the Year Al Bumbry, along with former Baysox outfielder Stephen Bumbry. Kids will take part in in-depth on-field instruction and go head-to-head in camp-wide games at Prince George's Stadium. All campers get a free Baysox hat and a ticket to a Baysox game of their choice. Space is limited, so head to BaysoxShop.com and reserve your spot at a Baysox Youth Baseball Camp today.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Bottom of the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie now trails 4-2. Matt Sabatas, Adam Pohl with you as it'll be the 7-8-9 batters due up. First pitch to Zach Watson, fouled off. I think off of his leg and over to the right side. Count opens up at 0-1. Watson is riding high right now. While he is only batting 177, he is on a seasons-long 3-game hit streak, and he's been hitting for extra bases as well. Can't miss that part. 526 OPS, 3 doubles, 2 triples, a homer, 5 runs driven in. Righty on righty as Noah Davis continues, and the next pitch is roped over to the left side, a base hit. It froze Aaron Shunk in the corner, and Watson is now on a seasons-long 4-game hit streak. He has been seeing it well. Remember, there was that stretch at the tail end of Friday's game in Reading, and then the start of the doubleheader. Over a course of 5 plate appearances, he had hit for the cycle. And then I think in the middle of that, no, it was the next plate appearance after, he accidentally fouled a pitch off of his own face. It was a kind of scary situation, but he's good to go. Here's Andrew Dashbach. First pitch is a slider, misses down and away. Count opens up at 1-0. Dashbach has been in and out of the lineup lately. He's been, in a lot of instances, one of the first guys on and off the bench. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Pitch inside, and the count goes even at 1. He's batting 184 with a 765 OPS, a double, 5 homers, 11 runs driven in. And I really feel like even with that average, he does well when he's in the box. He draws out at bats. Next pitch, swinging a piece into the mid of the catcher as the pitch was inside, and the count goes to 1-2. Because remember, Dashbach averages 4.7 pitches per plate appearance, an astonishing number when you consider how long that will take in at bat sometimes. That tells you more often than not, he's running a count full. The 1-2, swing and a miss on a high pitch for strike 3. More often than not, so just later in the game, he'll get some full counts. Just not this time. That's how statistics work. That's the first strikeout for Noah Davis, and there's 1 gone here in the second inning. Now it goes to Maverick Handley. Runner at first, 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Bowie trailing by 2. First offering from Davis. Just popped up right center field. Shallow, hanging up long enough, though, for Nico Decolati. Right fielder is there. That one looked like it might have fallen in on the infield off of first contact, but it just hung up there. He must have gotten enough barrel on it. So there's quickly 2 gone. Center fielder, number 10. Back to the top of the lineup for Hudson Haskin. Well, of course, some notable news for Bowie announced around noon today. Old friend returning to the Baysox for a Major League rehab appearance. Dean Kramer will pick up the start for tomorrow. Here's the first pitch to Haskins, slowly rolled over to first. It's picked by Tolia, and he'll trot over to the bag and retire Haskin himself. So as I tried to talk a little bit about Dean Kramer, the Baysox went down on back-to-back batters on first pitch. So leadoff single stranded at first base, and as we move to the third, Bowie still trails 4-2. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Back to action at Prince George's Stadium as the Baysox trail 4-2. We move on to the third inning, and we hand things off to Adam Pohl.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. So here's Kyle Datras, cleanup hitter for Hartford, as he'll lead things off from the right side. In at third, Westberg, the wide of the pitch, and a breaking ball off the outside. Ball one from Watson. So the Baysox with an electric start. They got two in the first on a two-run homer from Gunnar Henderson, but Hartford had an answer with four in the second. As a fastball misses down and away, and it's now 2-0 here to Datras. Datras grounding out to third, his first time up today. Here it comes, and a breaking ball, very close, but just off the outside. Maybe a little bit low, ball three. Datras, another University of North Carolina product. We've seen so many here this year play at Prince George's Stadium. As there's a fastball strike on the outer half, and the count is 3-1. Cody Roberts, a Baysox catcher, of course, was a teammate with Datras now 4 years ago at Carolina. 3-1. And a chop ball left side, high second hop, backhanding Henderson, and a long throw, and safe as Mundy fell off the bag. My goodness. He went reaching for the bag at first. It's something you almost never see, and he lost his balance when he went to stretch to bring it in, and it was a perfect throw, but Mundy was off the bag, and that's going to be an error on Mundy, almost assuredly. And the leadoff man is aboard here. And now Brenton Doyle, center fielder, will step to the plate. And from the stretch, Watson is ready to go. Runner's going, huge jump, and a breaking ball just off the outside, ball one. And Datras is into second without a throw. Ouch. That is his 8th steal of the year. And boy, does Hartford run wild. They've got 63 steals as a team, more than 2 stolen bases a game. And Datras is going again. And a swing and a foul. He would have stolen third base with ease right there. But a foul off the glove of the catcher in Hanley. And the count evens here at a ball and a strike. And the Baysox are going to have to pay a little bit of attention to the man out there at second base. 4-2 Hartford leading. Runner at second, nobody out. Doyle batting. He started the big 4-run rally in the second. As from the stretch, Watson peering towards second and coming home. And a foul right at the plate. as he went after him with a fastball, and the count 1-2. Again, this has been really a shuffling rotation for the Baysox. Watson is one of many pitchers that began in Bowie's bullpen that is now being asked to start. He really has had a spectacular start to the year altogether. 1-2 coming. Check swing and a pitch down and away. He went too far, strike 3. That's a big out there. Datras, or I should say Doyle, did not like that call. It's a first strikeout of the evening for Watson as he got him with a hard breaking ball away. And now the powerful catcher, Willie McIver, will come to the plate. You know, it's so rare to see a pitcher that was a reliever in college become a starter at the high levels of the minor leagues. As from the stretch, set of the belt, Watson comes home, and a fastball grounded weakly towards the middle, diving as it ends up in the mid of the second baseman in Ortiz, who crossed behind the bag. In back of the dive of Henderson, it's an infield hit. And it's a second time that McIver has hit a soft ground ball to short, and that's the only part of the infield the Baysox have not been occupying at all. And runners are at the corners here. A second hit from McIver. There's only one down. And Nico Decolati will come to the plate here. Watson, in 4 years at Auburn, made just 5 starts in his vaunted collegiate tenure. Didn't make many starts, only 4 a year ago. As from the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball diving down and away, ball 1. But Watson had pitched so incredibly well in the opening 3 weeks of this season that as the Baysox rotation started to head to the injured list, Watson has been called upon here into this starting role. Infield at double play depth. Westberg is in about even with the grass at third. As a breaking ball line towards the alley in right center. Zach wants it over, but it's down, and it's all the way to the wall. 1 run is home. Around third is McIver, but he's going to stop as a throw comes to the plate from the cutoff man in shallow right. But it's an RBI double off the bat of Nico Decolati. And Hartford is starting to blow this game open a bit here, as they're now on top 5-2. And boy, the air by Mundy, not able to gain his footing, just going to the back at first on a ground ball to short. Comes back to hurt Bowie here. Man, that was the first hard hit ball of the inning. In a way, a soft ground ball infield hit from McIver. It's been a lot of bad luck here for Watson in these last few innings. The infield stays back here, and a breaking ball line towards center. In on it, Haskin. He'll make the catch. Runners tagging him for the plate. A throw is off target, and scoring standing McIver. Well, that was an aggressive play, and a ball that was not hit to deep center field. It's a big, big run for Hartford, as the throw from Haskin was off to the first base side of the home plate. And Hartford has put 2 more on the board, and they now lead the Baysox 6-2 here in the top of the third inning. And now Jack Blomgrin, who's making his Eastern League debut, will step to the plate. Well, that's another unearned run right there, because that should have been the third out of the inning. That's from the stretch. Watson comes home with it, and a fastball just above the belt for ball 1. Now the Baysox have had to come from behind. It just seems like so many a night of late, especially this last week in Reading, Pennsylvania. They did not have the lead off and pitch. Swing and a miss through a fastball, and the count 1-1. Ryan Watson showing good velocity here. Throwing at 93, 94 miles an hour with that heater. He's a tall, long-legged right-handed pitcher. As he's got this side, and here's the pitch. And it's off the outside, a fastball, and the count is 2-1. You like to have pitchers have a big base to them per se. And Watson is a guy that does gain a lot of strength from his lower half. Count is 2-1 here to Blomgrin. And the pitch. And a breaking ball strike on the inside half of the plate. And the count evens here at 2-2. Blomgren singled and scored in the 4-run second inning rally. A runner at second, 2 down, 2 runs in. Lottie will be running with contact. He's off the bag. Here's the pitch. And it's off the outside, a fastball. And with it, the count has run full here to the 9-hole hitting second baseman. Boy, it looked like the Baysox in the first, getting a 2-run home run and then a single following, could have a huge inning right out of the gate. But boy, this game has turned rather quickly. Pitch. And it's too tall, a fastball, ball 4. So the inning will stay alive for the top of the order. 2 men on, 2 down. No activity in the Baysox bullpen. And now Jimmy Herron, who is a right-handed hitter who hit his 5th home run of the year on a ball driven right down the line and right. His last time up, he'll stand in. He took advantage of the short porch. And here's the pitch. Swinging a fisted foul in the air straight back. Out of play as he worked him with a fastball in. And the count is 0-1. Wind is blowing in here in Bowie right now. Herron, drafted originally by the Chicago Cubs, traded to the Rockies during the pandemic 2020 year for international bonus slot money. The 0-1 coming. And a ground ball the other way. Over Mundy. It's through his legs. Turning third but staying put is the runner as Ortiz picks it up behind first. And the bases are going to be loaded here with 2 down in the inning. Now, Mundy tried to stay in front of it there. Ortiz ended up throwing the ball to Gunnar Henderson to the bag at second to try to catch the runner there, Blomgren napping, and they almost did so. And the bases are now loaded, and the Baysox are leaving some outs out there for the taking defensively in this game today. That's going to be a second error on Mundy in the inning. And Ezekiel Tovar, top prospect here on this Hartford team's got a chance to break this game wide open. The 2 runs are in, both unearned, already in the inning, and now the bases are loaded. And this is a huge spot. Baysox are still right in it, but they're down by 4 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Hartford's got a chance to run and hide early. As here's the pitch. And a breaking ball fouled on a line to the screen. It slowed the bat a bit of Tovar. And the count is 0-1. The Tovar having a season very similar to Gunnar Henderson. He's just 21 years old. And here he is hitting .306 early on this year. A 1-strike pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mid of Hanley. Good fastball there by Watson. And the count is 0-2. He signed for $800,000 on his 16th birthday. How about that? Sweet 16. It was 5 years ago for Tovar. Here it comes. And it's in the dirt. Hanley blocks it up the third base line. And with that, the lead runner at third in Lottie has got to stay put there. Lottie is at third. At second is Blomgren. And at first is Herron. Count is a ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. 2 down, top of the 3rd inning. Tovar already 2 for 2 tonight. From the stretch, Watson is ready. He throws. Check swing, and he went too far. Hanley blocks it down, and he's able to step on the plate to end the inning. That's a big, big strikeout for Watson to minimize the damage. But 2 unearned runs score. And we now head to the last of the 3rd. Hartford leading 6-2 in the series opener on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Well, it may be on Sunday, May 29th, but get ready for the Baysox first Catter Day at Prince George's Stadium. Everyone's heard of Bark in the Park, but now you can bring your kitty out for a relaxing afternoon of ball. And if you get here early enough, you can pick up a free Baysox Catter Day t-shirt, courtesy of the City of Bowie. You can get your tickets now for the first ever Catter Day at 301-464-4865 or at baysox.com.
Now Gunnar Henderson, who hit his 5th home run of the year earlier in this one, will step to the plate now here to open this bottom of the 3rd inning. 6-2, Hartford leading. And he swings and grounds one weakly foul up the first base line outside of the bag, and the count is 0-1. So it's Henderson, then Westberg and Fontana here for the Baysox in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Now against the right-hander Noah Davis, who is on the Colorado Rockies 40-man roster. The wind of the 0-1 coming, and a fastball up and away, and the count 1-1. It has been a tough start to the year for Davis. He has a 7.77 ERA entering tonight's proceedings as he throws, and it's down and inside, a fastball, ball 2. He has not, though, worked 5 innings in any start this year. We'll see if tonight is the night. As here it comes, and a swing and a miss. He beat Henderson with a fastball at 93, right near the inside corner. And the count is 2-2. Incredibly, Davis was traded to the Rockies for a former Baysox, as Henderson lifts it foul out of play left side. How about this? Michael Givens was the pitcher that the Rockies traded to the Cincinnati Reds to get this young right-hander Noah Davis. Former Baysox in the magical 2015 season. Pitch, and it's too tall, a fastball, ball 3. Now Henderson, that's a pitch that has coaxed so many in this day and age to swing, and what a great take by Gunnar. 3-2 coming. Swing and a drive and a line well hit to right. Decalani back, leaps up, and he makes an incredible catch. Oh, what a play. Put a star by that one. It looked like extra bases for Henderson off the bat, but Decalani robs him on a line drive shot to right. And that off the bat was 109 miles an hour, even more than the launched 3-run homer, or 2-run home run, I should say, prior. As here's Jordan Westberg. Wind of the pitch, and it's off speed and up and in. A changeup for ball 1. Well, Michael Givens was a player that made his big league debut with the Orioles in that 2015 season. As Westberg lifts a foul out of play. He's in his first year with the Cubs right now, working to a solid 3.38 ERA in 14 relief appearances. Hard to believe how time flies. Givens is in his 8th major league season. The wind of the 1-1 to Westberg. And a breaking ball strike in the count 1-2. 2015, the only Bowie Baysox championship season, and if you had to pick 3 guys, major league careers from that year, as there's a ball driven to right center, Doyle, the center fielder, to his left, on the run, and he gets there on the full tilt to make the running catch. And there's 2 down in the inning. Trey Mancini was a big part of that team. Has had really an outstanding career with Baltimore. Mike Yastrzemski, who has had such success with the Giants. And then probably the other you would choose is Givens. As here's Shane Fontana, 2 outs, nobody on. 6-2 Hartford leading in the third pitch. And Fontana takes just beneath the knees. A changeup, ball 1. So Fontana, one of 3 left-handers in the order for Bowie today. What a great year he's having. The pitch. And he takes a strike. Another change of pace there, this time in there, and they count 1-1. Hey, Fontana has fought his way to being an everyday player, and he's showing why. He's hitting .323 here in the month of May. 1-1 coming. And it's inside. Another off-speed pitch. Fontana, who played sparingly right at the end of the year with Bowie last season, started this year with 4 consecutive hitless games as he takes off the outside, and it's 3-1 the count. But boy, has he gotten it going here. Entered today a .282 hitter. 3-1 coming. And he takes a fastball right down the middle at the knees. Strike 2. On deck, Joey Ortiz. 6-2 Hartford leading, bottom of the third inning. The 3-2 coming. And it's up and away, ball 4. A fastball. And that is the first walk issued by Davis here tonight. And frankly, that's been a big part of the game. Matt spoke to it in our pregame that Davis has had the walk, hurt him this year in 6 starts. He had walked 15 batters in 24 1/3 innings entering tonight's proceedings. But they're the first walk today. Here's the pitch. And Ortiz, a ground ball chopped to third. In Shunk to glove. And a step on the infield grass with time. He throws out Ortiz, and the inning is over. So a 2-out walk, nothing more. We head to the 4th inning here in Bowie. Hartford leading 6-2 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
What a beautiful night for baseball here at Prince George's Stadium. Lights are on. The shadows are starting to take over Prince George's Stadium. Only the right fielder, Zach Watson, is in the sunlight right now. As we begin the top of the 4th, Hartford has sent 8 men to the plate in each of the last 2 innings. As here's the 3-hole hitting Michael Tolia. And he'll stand in for the left side. Switch hitter as Watson winds and delivers. And it is down and in with an off-speed pitch. And the count 1-0. Well, even though Watson has allowed 6 runs here, he's only thrown 60 pitches through 3 innings. As there's a cold strike, albeit in and out of the middle. The Bowie catcher in Maverick Handley. It was a knee-high heater in the count 1-1. Watson, he's been throwing strikes. It's been a tough night in the field for Bowie. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a little flare outside third foul, and it gets out of play right in behind the Baysox tarp. And unfortunately, our Baysox fan went up with two hands and he couldn't bring it in. Give that fan an air. The great Rex Barber would say, the Oriole PA announcer of yesteryear. As a fastball down low and the count 2-2. He would always say, give that fan a contract. When a fan would make a great catch at Old Memorial Stadium. And then every once in a while you throw the air in there. Here's the 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He got him with a high fastball. Watson challenging the powerful Tolia. And that's his third strikeout of the night. And now Kyle Datras will come to the plate. He is a player that's getting his first crack at the AA level here at age 26. He hit his second homer of the year at Hartford's 7-6 Sunday win over Portland. As here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss through a fastball, and that was 95. He challenged with him right down the middle. Yeah, the count is 0-1 to Datras. On deck, another right-handed hitter, Brenton Doyle. The wind of the 0-1 coming. And this ball's driven well to center. Haskin back on it, and he'll run it down as he kind of turned to see it over the other shoulder. Got to his left side and brings it in. A well-struck baseball, but two retired. And now center fielder Brenton Doyle will come to the plate. We talk about it a lot with guys like Toby Welk, a D3 ball player. Fontana in left field at the D2 level, but Doyle as well was an outstanding Division II baseball player. Not that far away at Shepherd University. As there's a fastball strike on the outside corner. Yeah, the count is 0-1. Shepherd is located in West Virginia, maybe 2 hours away here from Bowie. Maybe. As the breaking ball's down low. And the count 1-1. You avoid some traffic around the Beltway. Lay the gas pedal down and you can probably get there in an hour and a half. 1-1 the count here to Doyle. Pitch coming. And a breaking ball cut and a miss. Strike two. Doyle hit .383 in his drafted year of 2019. That was in the Pioneer League, a now defunct rookie advanced level. And then he hit for power last year. Here's the pitch. And it's off the outside. He threw him the breaking ball, and the count is 2-2. Doyle slugged 16 homers for High A Spokane last year. He's got 4 of them already this year. The pitch. Reaching swing, soft roller. Third baseman Westberg charging, tries to barehand, and he did not come up with it cleanly. And even if he did, I don't think he had any play on Doyle, who gets his second hit of the game. Another infield single, and Matt, unfortunately, the infield single has been something we have seen quite often. In fact, this man, McIver, coming to the plate, has got 2 of them today.
It's been tough. The way that Bowie's pitching has played so far is that they've pitched balls that are so weakly contacted that it's really hard for any infield to make a play at it, even with Bowie's stellar infield. It led to the 10th inning tying single against for Reading just 3 nights ago at this point. And again, there's just not much you can do about it when you're pitching so well. Guys are just trying to protect the plate, and they just luck into one every now and then.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As Watson's ready from the stretch, and here's the pitch, and late to a fastball. McIver comes up empty. A swing and a miss. Count 0-1. McIver, as Matt spoke to earlier today, has got 8 homers. That's only 2 off of the Eastern League's lead. He leads Hartford as a high fastball is fouled back to the screen. And again here in this inning, Watson is working from in front. 6-2, Hartford leads it. The Goats are in front. Yeah, the top of the 4th inning, a 4-run second, and then 2 big insurance runs, both unearned in the 3rd inning. So Hartford has scored 6 in a row since Gunnar Henderson's mammoth two-run homer to right started the proceedings tonight. As now the 0-2. And there's a cold strike three, no doubt about it. A fastball right on the outer half of the plate, just above the knees for strike three. The fourth strikeout of the night for Watson. So an infield single with 2 down and nothing more. We head to the last of the fourth. 6-2 Hartford leading on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Be sure to get to the ballpark on Friday, June 17th for a jam-packed night of promotions and fun at Prince George's Stadium. It all starts with fireworks presented by DCA Imaging Systems. It's our mother and son night out with special ticket packages available at BaysoxShop.com. And most importantly, it's the Scouts BSA Campout. When you purchase a special ticket, you and your scout can camp out in the outfield at Prince George's Stadium after the game. It all happens on Friday, June 17th, so find out more and get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Alongside Matt Sabanis, my name is Adam Pohl. Hartford's up 6-2 here in the series opener. Baysox trying to break out of what is a 4-game losing streak right now. Here's J.D. Mundy, and he takes an off-speed pitch up and away, ball one. Mundy, then Zach Watson, and then Andrew Dashbach. Big power for this trio in the fourth inning for Bowie. As now the 1-0 coming, and it's off the inside. An off-speed sinking effort there, ball two. Great to see an old friend in the ballpark today here in Bowie. 2-0 coming. And it's in there, a fastball at the knees for a strike. As a return to Prince George's Stadium for longtime Baysox pitching coach, now in the other dugout, Blaine Beatty. As a swing and a high pop fly foul, out of play left side. Count is 2-2. Blaine Beatty was the Baysox pitching coach for much of Gary Kendall's era, the 8-year manager, longest tenured manager in Bowie Baysox history. Pitch at a fastball beating Mundy inside as he cuts through it for strike three. Second strikeout of the night for Davis. And one retired, and here is Watson.
Right fielder, Zach Watson.
Blaine, he's from the state of Texas. His family lives in Texas, but there is something about this Maryland and Mid-Atlantic region that Blaine just can't get rid of. There's a strike with a fastball. He was drafted by the Orioles. Met his wife, Mia, in Hagerstown while a minor league ball player in the Orioles system. Is now the 0-1 to Watson, and he swings and chops it towards the middle, but the shortstop Tovar cutting into glove, and on the run throwing out Watson, and out 2 down. And here comes Andrew Dashbach. And Blaine's son is living in southern Delaware. Now, he might come down and see his father here during this series. So even Blaine Beatty's lone son is living here within a few hours of Bowie. As here's Andrew Dashbach, the wide and the pitch. And a changeup hit in the air, shallow center. Late break in for Doyle, diving, and he cannot make the catch. Well, it took him a moment to realize that ball would be that shallow. He came in on it. He made a great effort, but in the end, it's off the mitt. It popped up in the air, and it almost looked like a circus catch routine, but it falls in behind him. And Dashbach with a 2-out single. And now Maverick Hanley to the plate. 1 on, 2 down, 6-2 Hartford, bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. And a swing and a lifted fly, shallow right. Decolati's going to get there on the run this time. And he'll make the catch. And with it, the inning is over. So Hanley flies out to right, first pitch swinging for a second straight trip to the plate. And we move to the 5th inning. The Yard Goats leading Bowie 6-2 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry. Visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org. And let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. The freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip. Because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Now Hartford's got a 6-2 lead. We head to the 5th inning. New pitchers into the game. The left-hander Easton Lucas. So Ryan Watson, 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs allowed, only 4 earned. He walked 1, and he struck out 4. So the tall left-hander in Lucas is on for his 7th appearance of the year. And with the call of this 5th, here's Matt Sabatis.
Oh, those numbers a bit unfortunate on Ryan Watson. The 9 hits and 6 runs, both career highs for the right-hander. But he does turn it over to a very good left-handed reliever out of the bullpen in Lucas, a 6'4", 180-pound lefty. Traded to the Orioles back in 2019 from the Miami organization. This is his 7th appearance, and so far this year, he's pitched pretty darn well. He faces Nico Decolati first, and the first offering is fouled off right side to open us up at 0-1. Lucas on the season. Right now, he's the only lefty in the bullpen for Bowie. He's without a record and a 5.11 ERA, and they're saying catcher's interference on Maverick Hanley on that pitch foul off. So Decolati will take first base on the catcher's interference. That's an error on Hanley, his 3rd. So Lucas has tossed 12 1/3 innings this season, struck out 15 batters, walked only 6, has allowed 2 home runs. So after Decolati now, it's Aaron Shunk. Runner at first, nobody out. Here as Bowie trails 6-2. First pitch home. Shunk, the right-hander, watches fastball miss wide, and the count starts out at 1-0. Shunk 0 for 1 in the day. He's hit it to straightaway center field both times, but back in the 3rd inning, that drove in a run for a sacrifice. Part of the 2-run frame for Hartford. Both runs unearned against Ryan Watson. Next pitch, breaking ball lofted shallow to right. Watson in a long way, and he can't get there. It touches down. Racing first to third without a thought. The throw is in time. Decolati tempted fate, and Watson said no. That's his first outfield assist of the season. It's a clean 9-5, and that catcher's interference immediately taken off the board as Shunk collects the single, his first hit of the day, but Watson bails out Easton Lucas. Excellent throw by Zach Watson in right. Goes now to Jack Blomgrin, first pitch. This one lofted into shallow center this time. Haskin in a long way, but he closes the gap, pulls it down at the forehead, and suddenly 2 gone. Lucas is coming off of one of his worst outings of the season, sadly. Go back to the 12th against Reading, and that was the first of what's now a 4-game losing streak for Bowie. He came in after Antonio Velez had already given up 5 runs, and Adam Stauffer had given up 2. Lucas allowed a grand slam to Jalen Ortiz, as Ortiz just tormented Bowie over the course of that 6-game series. He hit 3 home runs. Here's leadoff man Jimmy Herron. First pitch misses down and inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Herron has a home run today, a 3-run shot in the second inning. He's also reached on an error, grounded out to shortstop. Runner at first, 2 away, 1-0 pitch, ripped foul up the third base line. That one was a screamer at 104 miles an hour off bat. And it runs the count even at a ball and a strike as Herron was just a bit too early on it. It's a 4-pitch offering for Easton Lucas, a 4-seam fastball as well as a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. And again, the only left-hander in the bullpen at this time for Bowie. Next pitch. Herron bounces the curveball over to third, picked on the curl by Jordan Westberg, and all the way across the diamond he fires. It gets there in time to end the frame. So the leadoff base runner of no consequence, as he's taken out on a beautiful outfield assist by Zach Watson, is no runs on 1 hit with 1 error and 1 left on. Hartford has already stranded 7 today. As we're halfway home at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie still trails 6-2. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sunday, May 22nd, it's a fiesta at Prince George's Stadium. For the first time this season, the Baysox will transform into El Congrejos Fantasmas de Chesapeake and face off against Los Perros Calientes de Akron as part of minor league baseball's Copa de la Diversión. It'll be a Latin fiesta celebration all afternoon around the ballpark, all presented by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Get your tickets today at 301-464-4865 and online at baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
Bottom of the 5th here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie trails by 4. Top of the lineup due, starting with Hudson Haskin. First pitch. Breaking ball called for strike on the bottom edge of the zone. It's 0-1. Matt Sabatis and Adam Pohl with you from the ballpark in Bowie as the Baysox are in danger of losing their 5th consecutive game unless they can climb out of this 6-2 hole. Next offering lifted high and deep out toward right field. Decolati on the run, looks at it at the warning track. He leaps and crashes up against the wall to make the catch. Decolati had a late adjustment on that ball in air and took a bit of a hop step wide to his left and still held on while crashing up against the 309 sign in the right field corner. Star that one in your scorecard as Haskin is robbed of an extra base hit. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and now Gunnar Henderson up. Third base pinches in if Henderson tries to surprise anything, and he goes the other way with power. Back on it, Doyle to the warning track. It's gone! Gunnar Henderson says goodbye, his 2nd home run of the evening. A solo shot, 102 miles an hour off the bat, 390 feet away from home, and the Baysox are back on the board. It's 6-3. That's Henderson's first multi-home run game since July 9th of last season, and of course his first this year as he demolished that one the other way. Our home run number 6 on the season for Gunnar ties him for the team lead. as Jordan Westberg digs in and rips the first pitch fair up the third base line. A scorching liner trickles into the corner as Westberg heads to second base and stops standing. His second hit of the day and his 9th double overall as the Baysox are getting it going now here in the bottom of the 5th. Solo home run by Henderson, now a double by Westberg, all with 1 out. And the Baysox are trying to get it going now with Shane Fontana up. If he can reach, then we can talk about tying run. Joey Ortiz would represent him in the on-deck circle right now. First pitch, Fontana watches pitch away, and the count starts out at 1-0. 0 for 1 day for Shane, hit into a double play, first of the season back in the first inning. Drew a walk back in the third, next offering. Misses away, and the count goes to 2-0. Runner at second, 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Baysox back on the board. Still trailing by 3. Here's the next. Misses down and inside, a fastball. Count goes to 3-0. So Davis, now in 3 of his outings this season, this being his 7th appearance, has allowed multiple home runs. This time, though, it's 2 to the same batter. Here's the 3-0. Fontana watches a called strike high. That one was a reasonable call, and the count goes to 3-1. They play him decently to pull. Lefty pulls at 47% of the time. 3-1 pitch. Fontana watches called strike just on the outside edge. A changeup there from Noah Davis, and the count fills. Nobody warming in the bullpen for Hartford, and that's mostly because Noah Davis has pitched efficiently over his first few innings. That was just his 58th pitch overall. Meanwhile, Ryan Watson needed well over 70 for 4 innings. 3-2, called strike 3 in the lower outside corner. Fontana worked ahead 3-0 and watched 3 consecutive pitches in the zone to go down looking. That's been an issue of the Baysox most recently. Saw it a couple of times in some crucial situations during the Reading series. It's a bit of a double-edged sword when Bowie can see the zone well, especially early on, get it going to the point where they're in command of the plate appearance, but then they might second-guess themselves a little bit and watch a couple of borderline pitches that'll go for strikes. Here's Joey Ortiz, first pitch, that one not too borderline. It's called a strike on the inside edge, and the count opens up at 0-1. Ortiz singled up the gut back in the first inning. He grounded out to third base back in the third. Runner at second, now 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch. Ortiz smokes this the other way toward right center field. A hard liner, and it just gets into the glove of center fielder Brenton Doyle. Both outfielders nearly collided, but Doyle made the call at the last second, and the inning comes to a close. A solo home run by Gunnar Henderson highlights the inning, but the Baysox do strand a runner in scoring position. They've left on 5 this evening. We move to the 6th here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie still trails 6-3. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. There's plenty to catch in the month of May with fireworks every home Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1333. 861 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
We're back to Prince George's Stadium for the 6th inning. As Bowie still trails by 3, we hand it off to Adam.
Well, thank you so much. First pitch breaking ball to Tovar, hit well to left field. Fontana back near the track, leaping up, and he makes the catch on the middle of the warning track. And a breaking ball ends up a long fly ball out. Here to open this, the top of the 6th inning. Once again, 6-3, Hartford leading in the 6th. As here's Michael Tolia. Boy, a lot of eyes have been on the Triple-A level just above us here of late. When will Adley Rutschman get the call? As here's the pitch. And it's very low, an off-speed pitch, ball 1. But tonight, Grayson Rodriguez is making his pitch, as well as he has struck out 11 batters in 5 innings in the Tides game. Yeah, it's now the 1-0 to Tolia, and it's off-speed and down, ball 2. But one AAA pitcher did get the call to Baltimore today, and we're so happy for it. Nick Vesby, as a fastball misses up and away, ball 3. Vesby going to the major leagues. He's in the Orioles bullpen tonight. A long minor league career in the Orioles system. As a fastball just a bit low, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to the powerful Tolia. He's on with 1 down, and now Kyle Datras will come to the plate.
Designated hitter, Kyle Datras.
The Orioles drafted Vesby all the way back in 2015. And it has been a precipitous rise throughout the Orioles organization. He had a great year with the Baysox last year. As the left-hander throws, and Datras takes a bit off the inside, a fastball, ball 1. He had a 1.42 ERA in 14 outings with the Baysox and finished up with 12 appearances, or I should say finished up the year last year with 16 outings in Norfolk. As a breaking ball off the outside, and that's now 6 in a row out of the zone after Tovar hit the first pitch to deep left for an out to open the inning. 1 on 1 down, 2-0 the count. Lucas sets and delivers. And he missed badly with a fastball down and in, ball 3. This year, Vesby pitched in 3 spring training games with the Orioles, did not allow a run, and then did it again for what is so far the entire year in Norfolk. How about that? He's got no ERA in 12 outings, 14 and 1/3 innings, no earned runs. He's allowed 6 hits and struck out 21 batters, 3-0 coming. And there's a strike with a fastball at the knees, and the count is 3-1. Great to see one of the first members of the 2021 Bowie Baysox to reach the major leagues, along with Kyle Bradish. As a poor throw to first, very wild, and it's in foul ground off the side wall. The right fielder Watson's up with it, runner around second for third, and a throw is not in time. So Tolia goes first to third on a throwing error by the pitcher in Lucas. And boy, in a spot where the Baysox can ill afford to allow another insurance run for the Goats here. All of a sudden a walk and a 2-base error on a pickoff attempt. And you got a runner at third and only 1 down. And now Bowie will bring the infield all the way in here with a 3-ball, 1-strike count to Datras. Ouch. As Lucas sets and comes home with it. And he missed badly with a fastball up and away, ball 4. You know, frankly, that's not the end of the world in this inning here, because now you set up a possible double play ball. You do have the center fielder Doyle batting. Center fielders usually can run a little bit, and Hartford is a team that has run like wild all year long. Doyle's got 7 steals in just 8 attempts, playing in his 30th game of the year. And he's 2 for 3 tonight. As here's the pitch. And it's, oh boy, that's a fastball right on the inside part of the plate, called ball 1. Now, when you're struggling to throw strikes, sometimes you can throw a pitch right over the plate, and it's almost like the umpire's forgotten to lift that right arm up. As now the 1-0 to Doyle, and it's not even close, well off the outside. A changeup, ball 2. 6-3 Hartford leading. Bowie got a run back with another Gunnar Henderson homer, his second of the game. And it was to Gunner's spot out there to left center. The 2-0 coming. Swinging a soft ground ball to second. Ortiz charges. He's going to tag the runner on to first. In time! It's an inning-ending double play. Oh, what a play by Ortiz. If he flips the ball to second, I don't think they've got time to turn 2. Instead, he lays a tag on Datras, and it's 4 unassisted to 3 to end the inning. It's 6-3 Hartford to the bottom of the 6th on the Baysox Baseball Network.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
My goodness, Joey Ortiz is looking like Mark Belanger in the 70s right now out there in the infield. A spectacular double play. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-3 Hartford leading. Here's Mundy, and he swings and lines one foul down the right field line right near the Baysox bullpen area. Yeah, the count is 0-1. That was just a huge out in this game, as the Baysox try to hang around here against this right-hander Noah Davis, who is into the 6th inning for a first time this year. As a breaking ball is lightly rolled foul right side, and the count is 0-2. In fact, Noah Davis had not even gotten through 5 innings at any point prior this season. This is his 64th pitch of the night here. Pitch. Swinging a high fly ball down the line in left field towards the corner. Herron, he'll leap at the wall, and he brings it back. A beautiful catch. How about that? Herron timed it. He slowed down as he neared the wall, and then he leapt up, and it was very close to if that would have gone over or hit the top of the wall. But, boy, we saw Deco Alati make a great catch of a similar ilk an inning ago in right, and Herron brings it back, quite possibly there. And here's Zach Watson. And now the pitch, and he takes a strike on the outer half with a changeup, and the count is 0-1. 6-3 Hartford leading here in the 6th inning. As Davis winds and delivers, and a lifted foul straight back out of play. And the count is now 0-2. Now Watson starting to show signs that he's finding his footing in this 2022 campaign. Was 5 for 11 in his last 3 entering tonight. As a fastball off the outside. Davis wanted it, but it was away. Ball 1. Watson had a double, triple, and a homer in the last 3 games combined. Bowie needs his bat, which gave them such a lift late last year. 1-2 coming, and a breaking ball diving down and away, and the count evens 2-2. You got 2 guys that were in the middle of the order often late last year, Watson and Dashbach, the man on deck here. Davis delivers, and a reaching swing on an off-speed pitch away, and Watson lifts a high foul pop out of play to the right side, and the count remains 2-2. It's hard to believe that prior to the last 3 games entering the night, Zach had 3 extra base hits all year. But again, he's got 3 in the last 3 games. Pitch, and he swings and hits a high pop near the Hartford dugout. Coming over Shunk, the catcher MacGyver as well, but it lands about 3 or 4 rows deep. And back of the Yard Goats dugout. And the count remains 2-2 here to Watson. Now Watson, a sharp line drive single to left earlier today. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Bowie is hanging around on this Tuesday night. Pitch, and it's hit sharply, 1 hop to short. Tovar backhanding, long throw, and what an arm displayed there as he throws on target in time to beat the speedy Watson in 2 down. And now Andrew Dashbach will come to the plate here. Now Matt was speaking to this a little bit earlier, but I mean, this is wild. Dashbach, the amount of pitches he sees per at-bat, he's struck out a ton this year, but he's also walked a career-high 21% of the time. As he swings and hits a fly ball to right, fairly deep, playable though, and Deco Lottie will make the catch. And for Dashbach, a fair ball, but in the end, it is out number 3. Bowie goes down in order in the 6th. We head to the 7th inning tonight. Hartford in front 6-3 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Nitro Circus is back with an all-new tour coming to Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Fueled by new athletes, new tricks, and the craziest contraptions, the Good, Bad, and Rad Tour presented by A-Shock marries the sketchy, scary, and cringe-worthy dangers of big air action sports to the hilarious comedy of Nitro's lunatic daredevils who risk their lives to send it. Bowie, it's going down at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Tickets as low as $35 are on sale now at Baysox.com. It's a very special day at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, June 18th that you don't want to miss. The Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration sponsored by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Fans that get to the game will have a chance to bid on game-worn Baysox jerseys, with all proceeds going to benefit the Clemente Foundation. Again, don't miss out on your chance to own a piece of Baysox history on Saturday, June 18th with the Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration, and you can get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
On to the 7th inning. It is a 3rd inning for this young left-hander, Easton Lucas. 6-3, Hartford leads it. Here's Willie MacGyver, the powerful right-handed hitting catcher. As Lucas, tall, lean left-handed pitcher now, delivers. And a fastball hit sharply left side, diving to glove to his left. Westberg to his feet. He throws to first in time. Well ahead of MacGyver. A fantastic play. And there's one down. And now Nico Decolati, that is, will come to the plate here. It's amazing how quickly things change in the game of baseball. It was in 2020 that Lucas, in the lost season at the minor league level, that he got traded from the Miami Marlins to the Orioles system. Pitch, and it's in there at the knees with a fastball, strike 1. The player he was traded for was Jonathan VR, who had such a great 2019 with the Orioles. 0-1 coming, and a breaking ball strike on the inside. It's 0-2. VR is now with his 4th team since the Orioles gave him away. How about that? Or traded him away. That's wild. As a fastball misses up and away, ball 1. He played with the Marlins in 2020. He got traded at the deadline to Toronto. Then in 21, he was with the Mets. Now with the Cubs. Pitch and a fastball inside. And the count 2-2. You can trade away a minor league asset and have another player, the player you got back, be in his 3rd team since he left you. Pitch and a reaching swing, chops it weakly foul. Third base side off the bat of Decolati. And it stays 2-2 here. Now, what a day it's been for Decolati. He's 1 for 3 reached. Actually, I think he gets credited for 1 for 2 reached on catcher's interference last time up. Pitch, and it's off the outside, ball 3. And he has made 2 really nice catches off Henderson and a line drive over his head in the 3rd. And then leaping at the wall and right in the 5th on a drive by Haskin. 3-2 coming. Breaking ball grounded up the middle. Henderson to his left gloving near the bag at second. He throws out Decolati. And there's 2 down. Boy, really good movement to his glove side left. There by Gunnar Henderson. And 2 down in the inning for third baseman Aaron Shunk. We're starting to get into the latter innings here. Lucas is keeping the Baysox right in this game. 3rd inning of work here. He throws. And a ball hit well to center. Back on it, Haskin. Still ranging back. Still back. It's off the top of the wall. Haskin knocks it down. And it'll fire in towards 3rd. And Shunk with a well-driven double just to the right of the 405 side in straightaway center. His 2nd hit of the night. And now Jack Blomgrin will come to the plate, trying to add to the Hartford lead. Lucas got out of the jam in the 6th inning with the double play ball. What a play by Ortiz to end that frame. 6-3, Bowie trailing here in the top of the 7th inning. Well, the Baysox needed a spectacular long relief effort to stay in it, and they've got enough from Lucas here as it's off the outside. A change up for ball 1. Felt like a tough luck night for the right-handed starter in Watson, as Ryan Watson allowed 6 runs, albeit just 4 earned. That 3-run homer in the 2nd really coming back to hurt the Baysox. Pitch and a breaking ball strike. And the count 1-1. It'd be a much different game now without it. Hartford had a run in, 2 men on, 2 down, and Herron, their leadoff hitter, hit a lazy but deep fly down the line and right, and it got out just over the 309 side. As a pitch is down and in, and the count is 2-1. And, you know, Matt, there's that Twitter handle that shows you if a home run would be a home run in every other major league ballpark. And Herron's homer by Eastern League standings, I don't think it would have been out of most ballparks in this league. As there's a soft line to the left, it's going to dip down for a base hit. Shunk's around 3rd for the plate. A throw, skidding to the plate, and sliding in safely is Shunk with a big insurance run for the Goats. A 2-out rally and an RBI single for Blomgrin in this is Double-A debut. And Hartford now leads it 7-3. Matt, you've been around this Eastern League. What do you think? How many ballparks would that Herron homer have been a homer in this league? 2 or 3 maybe? It might have been in Hartford, in fact.
Probably at UPMC Park, but they did raise the line on that arena in left field recently.
As the breaking ball dives down low for ball 1. But, boy, that ball just snuck out down the right field line for the 3-run home run. And frankly, it really took the air out of the balloon for Bowie as there's a high lifted pop-up behind second. Center fielder Haskin is coming in, and he's going to call off the second baseman Ortiz, and he makes the catch. So the inning is over. Herron retired, but Hartford uses a 2-out rally to get a big insurance run. We go to stretch time in Bowie, 7-3. The visiting Goats lead it on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom-tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Well, Noah Davis, the right-handed starter for Hartford, is back out there for a 7th inning. He had not thrown a pitch in the 6th inning this year. He's at 72 pitches. He'll work to Maverick Hanley here. 9-1-2 in the Baysox order. 7-3 Hartford leads it. Here's the pitch. And Hanley takes a breaking ball that was over the plate, but called ball 1. Now, Maverick Hanley, I don't know if he was named after this, but there's a movie of his name coming out next week. There's a lifted foul out of play to the right side. Count is 1-1. Top Gun. We're having a Top Gun night, aren't we, Matt? Here at the ballpark, upcoming. Maverick better be playing that night as a fastball misses inside. The count is 2-1. Maverick Hanley, then Hudson Haskin, and then Gunnar Henderson here in the 7th. 2-1 coming. And a line drive foul out of play off to the right side. Count is 2-2. We are a week away from the premiere in theaters of Top Gun Maverick. Usually when you get a great movie, right, the sequel doesn't come 30 years or so later. It's taken a while to get to the Top Gun 2 pitch. And a ball hit in the air, but popped up on the infield. Toley is there, first baseman, standing and waiting to make the catch. And Hanley retired, 1 down in the 7th inning. Activity has started in the Baysox bullpen, and a right-hander is up and throwing after Lucas has allowed 1 run in 3 innings. Might be Perkins. We'll have to check down there to see who is getting loose as Haskin bats. 1 for 3 with a run scored pitch. And he takes a cross, a strike on the outer half. Haskin was a late draftee out of high school, a 39th rounder by Oakland. As he swings and it's a high fly ball to right. Back on Adeko Lati. He's on the track and he's going to have room. Running across the face of the outfield wall to make the catch. And it's a long fly ball out, 2 down. And when you see players drafted in the late rounds out of high school, it kind of means that they've already made up their mind that they're going to go to college. And Haskin was a starter from his freshman year at Tulane. Here is Gunnar Henderson. What a night for this outstanding shortstop. And he swings and whistles a foul right off the edge of the gear of the catcher McIver. Strike 1. exit velocity has become such a term in today's era. And Gunner's hit the ball over 100 miles an hour in all 3 of his at-bats prior, 2 of them for homers. As he swings and smokes it, but foul outside first. That one was below 100, though. Count is 0-2. They're not all going to be 100. The only out Henderson has made tonight was an absolute shot. He scorched it to right, his hardest hit baseball. And Decolati made a great catch as he swings and lifts a foul fly out of play left side. And it stays 0-2. The home runs 5 and 6 on the year for Henderson. He has driven in all 3 Bowie runs in the game. Hartford leads 7-3 here in the 7th. And they're really playing the pull here. Shunk, the third baseman, way off the bag. Almost halfway between second and third base. And we may have just seen a pitch clock violation. We did. Ball 1. And now the pitcher, Davis, is arguing the violation, which unfortunately kind of defeats the purpose of a pitch clock, right? And now a ball has gotten loose in the warm-up of the Baysox pitcher down the line. So we got a little bit of a delay. It was a no-doubter to right off a breaking ball in the first. And then Gunner did it again to left center his last time up. 1-2. And a breaking ball. Oh, it hit him. Boy, that was a sweeping slider, and it cut in. It's hard to see. He's wearing a guard on the front of the right foot. I think it may have caught him somewhere in that area. Henderson is going to walk his way without a limp down the first. And he's on with 2 down. And here's Jordan Westberg, who's had a very good day as well. And Westberg now in his last 6 games, including tonight, 8 hits in 20 at-bats. It's great to see Jordan getting it going here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a big cut. One hand came off the bat there with that swing, and it's 0-1. It was a tough week for Bowie and Reading, but Westberg did get it going. Pitch. And a fastball in there on the outside corner. Maybe about thigh high beneath the belt. And it's 0-2. The 4-run Hartford lead in this bottom of the 7th inning. Henderson off first with 2 down. Davis the 0-2. And a fastball up high, ball 1. Hartford for a first time has activity in their bullpen as they've got a right-hander getting loose down the left field line. Here's the pitch. And a late swing and a fastball lifts a foul out of play right side. That was a heater that had a good portion of the plate. But Westberg was a bit late to it. And the count stays here 1-2. Now once again, Davis here looking for his first win of the year. Trying to get through 7 innings tonight. He throws. And a breaking ball diving down and away. Ball 2. It looked like it wasn't going to be a long night for Davis after Henderson homered 2 batters in. And then Westberg singled on a hard ground ball up the middle. The first 3 reaching against the Hartford righty. The pitch. And a breaking ball veers off the outside again. And a 0-2 count is now run full. So the first 3 Baysox hitters in this game, and 4 of the first 5 had a base hit. But they've got 8 in totality now. The 3-2 runner goes, swinging a hard grounder to third, snaring it on a hop Shunk. Plenty of time, and he slings out Westberg a loud out to end the 7th inning. So on to the 8th we go from Bowie. Hartford is in control. The visitors lead it 7-3 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baysox Youth Baseball Camps are back in 2022, and registration is open now. 3 sessions this summer led by Orioles Hall of Famer and former Rookie of the Year Al Bumbry, along with former Baysox outfielder Stephen Bumbry. Kids will take part in in-depth on-field instruction and go head-to-head in camp-wide games at Prince George's Stadium. All campers get a free Baysox hat and a ticket to a Baysox game of their choice. Space is limited, so head to BaysoxShop.com and reserve your spot at a Baysox Youth Baseball Camp today.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Well, we welcome you back for the 8th inning. 7-3, Hartford is leading it. Easton Lucas has departed. 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run allowed. He walked 2 and did not strike out a batter. And he gives way to the right-hander, Shelton Perkins, who has entered. And now with the call of the 8th inning, here's Matt Sabates.
So Perkins comes on for his first outing since tossing at Reading on the 10th. He fires the first pitch home. It just misses high to Ezekiel Tovar. 1-0 to open. It's 2-3 and 4, 2 up here in the half inning for Hartford. Tovar, Tolia, and Datras. Next pitch called a strike, upper outside corner, a change there from Perkins, and the count goes even at 1. Bowie trails 7-3, 12 runs for Hartford, or 12 hits for Hartford, 8 hits for Bowie. Next pitch called a strike on the outer edge, and the count goes to 0-2. It's been a sloppy day in the field for the Baysox. There's no other way that you can slice that one, as they've committed a season's high 4 errors. Next pitch slides too far down and away, and the count goes even at 2 on Ezekiel Tovar. Perkins comes into today for Bowie with 7 appearances. He fires the next pitch. A check swing, and he went. Ooh, that one was an interesting one. On a slider down and away, they appealed on the first base umpire, Jude Corey, and he rung up the out. So Perkins retires Tovar on the K. That's the first for Perkins, 5th overall for Baysox pitching. And now it goes to Michael Tolia. But Perkins has made 7 appearances. He has an 0-1 record with a 5.40 ERA, 8 1/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, 10 walks. First pitch here to Tolia is bounced off of his foot and foul. Count starts out at 0-1. Tolia today 0 for 3 with a walk. He struck out back in the 4th inning, walked in the 6th, got to third base, and was left stranded. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top of the 8th inning as Bowie trails by 4. Tolia grounds this one slowly to second, backhanded and bobbled by Ortiz. Off the glove, he recovers, spins, and fires to first in time. It was just well hit enough that when Ortiz hit it off glove, it died on the dirt, and he was able to heel turn immediately to barehand it and fire to Mundy for the second out. So quickly, 2 gone. Excellent recovery. You didn't want that to be a 5th error in this game. Here's Kyle Datras. He's had an interesting day. First pitch, called a strike, lower outside corner. It's 0-1. He reached on an error by Gunnar Henderson in the 3rd, stole second base, and scored on the RBI double by Nico Decolati. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Excellent slider there from Shelton Perkins, and the count goes to 0-2. Again, Perkins is tossing for the first time in a week when he tossed 2 1/3 innings of 1-run ball. He gave up just 1 hit, struck out 3, and walked a batter. He was working so quick that Datras stepped out for a brief moment trying to get into his rhythm. But Perkins fires the 0-2, and it's down and inside a curve. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes here. Bowie's down to their final 6 outs at this point, and they'll have to start with the number 4 batter in the next half inning to start the rally. Next pitch. Slider misses away. Perkins thought he might have gotten it, and arguably we have seen some pitches even that wide of the strike zone called for strikes today, but it runs the count even at 2 on the called ball. 2-2. Fouled off right side, and the count holds even. Infield plays wide up the middle for Datras. And that is an interesting play. He only goes the opposite way about 23% of the time and hits it to the left or up the middle evenly. He hits it to the left here. It's picked by the third baseman, Westberg. Has plenty of time to charge and fire to first. It pulls Mundy up, but as he returns to the earth, he applies the tag. That was a tricky one, saved by J.D. Mundy over at first base. 5-3 putout preserves the perfect top of the 8th for Shelton Perkins. As we move to the bottom of the frame, Bowie needs to get the offense going. They trail 7-3. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We move on to the bottom of the 8th here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie will finally face a new pitcher today. Noah Davis spun a gem for Hartford, and he's in line for a quality win. Shane Fontana will lead things off, and he fouls the first pitch off to the left side. Count opens up at 0-1. New pitcher on the mound is Phineas Delbonta Smith. 6 foot, 190-pound right-hander, 25 years of age from Chico, California. 22nd round draft selection back in 2019. He fires the 0-1 to Fontana, and it's lifted foul again. This one more reasonably to the left side, but still out, and the count goes to 0-2. The line on Noah Davis's final, 7 innings. He did give up 8 hits, but a lot of them were just measly. A couple of singles here and there, sparsed across. All 3 runs were off of 2 home runs, both by Gunnar Henderson. A 2-run shot in the first inning, a solo home run in the bottom of the 5th. He struck out 3, only walked 1. Here's the 0-2 to Fontana. This one lifted high and deep out to right. He pulled it just a little bit too much as it just clears the ballpark and some trees well beyond before finally touching down well past the Baysox clubhouse. Foul territory right side. Just a little too foul to get an actual distance readout on that one, but it was a monster. But it'll set us up for another 0-2. The pitch fouled off left side. Fontana has made contact on all 4 offerings so far from Delbonta Smith. Five appearances for Hartford this season. He's pitched well, 6 2/3 innings, only 1 run allowed on 4 hits. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a hard grounder over to the right side. Diving grab by the second baseman. Can it get to first in time? No. It skips under the pitcher. Backed up by the catcher, McIver. So Fontana beats it out. Excellent diving grab by Jack Blomgrin, because if he didn't get to that ball, it would have slowly trickled into right field and given Fontana a potential opportunity to advance to second base if he wanted to risk it. He decided not to, though, and was fine with the base hit. So Fontana picks up the hit. He's now got hits in 4 of his last 5 games for Bowie, and it puts the leadoff runner aboard for the Baysox for the first time since the 2nd inning. Here's Joey Ortiz. First pitch, swing and a miss, high fastball. Count opens up at 0-1. Ortiz 1 for 3 on the day, singled to center field back in the 1st inning, grounded out to third in the 3rd, and then flew out to straightaway center in the 5th. Next pitch, Ortiz swings through it again, another high fastball, and the count goes to 0-2. So Delbonta Smith is coming off of a perfect inning of relief against Portland. That was back on the 12th, so he still hasn't pitched in about 5 days. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off this time, a little bit to the right side, but sticking with the fastball, that one just not as high, so Ortiz made contact. Count stays at 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bowie trailing 7-3. Next offering, Ortiz takes it on the shoulder. 91-mile-an-hour fastball there as Delbonta Smith tried to keep it up in the zone the entire time, and that one's just going to leave a hefty bruise. Ortiz is just walking through the pain as he cruises around pretty much the on-deck circle of Hartford, and finally tosses the bat back. The athletic trainer, Lindsey Birchfield, is going to come out and chat, but again, I think it's just more grimacing through that bruise that's going to be on Ortiz's shoulder for the next few days.
And one thing to watch out for here is that Delbonta Smith, on that play covering first base, on the diving play by Blomgrin, he tumbled down to the ground, behind the bag at first. He kind of had to wipe off his arm, and that can throw you off as a pitcher, as he kind of took quite a sliding blow to the pitcher. And now the free pass given. Bowie needs the big inning. They've got a chance here.
So now here's J.D. Mundy. We're still not in a tying run scenario. That's Zach Watson on deck, as the Baysox are still trailing 7-3. Mundy 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out to left field back in the 6th inning. First pitch home. This is down. Count opens up at 1-0. Mundy flew out to left field his last time up. It was looking like it could have left the park. Maybe would have been an extra base hit at best, but Jimmy Herron in left made a well-timed hop to pull it down up against the wall. Here's the 1-0. Broken bat foul, left side. That one split it in half as the sliver flew halfway up the line and into foul territory. Count goes even at a ball and strike. The ball itself went the other direction. So Mundy will just get a new piece of lumber here. Mundy, one of the most liberal guys with the pine tar that I've seen this season for Bowie. So I never worry about him maybe losing the bat sometimes. We've already seen that a couple of times this year. But he can really grip it and rip it. Bowie could use that now. Here's the 1-1. Misses down, a fastball. Count goes to 2-1. So Delbonta Smith made 2 appearances in the Portland series. He tossed a combined 2 2/3 innings, all scoreless. He's not walked a single batter all season. He struck out 8. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a piece into the mid of McIver. No, it falls off of his glove. Either way, it's still a foul, and the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bowie has all 3 of their runs on home runs, all of them by Gunnar Henderson, a 2-run shot back in the 1st inning, a solo homer in the 5th. Bowie had 4 solo home runs across the doubleheader in Reading, kept them within both games, but they suffered walk-off losses in both of them. Of course, they can't be walked off here at Prince George's Stadium. The 2-2 to Mundy, misses away, and the count fills. Mundy doesn't get here too often. This is only the 9th full count he's worked this season. 2 for 7, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. First and second, still nobody out. Delbonta Smith sets. Fires home. Mundy swings and misses. Fastball up and away, and he's down on strikes. Well, Delbonta Smith, that entire plate appearance, never really seemed keen on feeding anything too far inside. I think the only exception was the pitch that splintered Mundy's bat. But now it's 2 on, 1 away. As Zach Watson will dig in, riding a 1 for 3 day. First pitch. Watson watches it in the dirt. McIver thought about using the opportunity to pull it back up and look at a back pick to first, but no one is holding on Joey Ortiz because there's a runner at second as well. So the infield using this opportunity to play traditionally against Watson, who does have a very heavy pull rate, one of the highest on the team, around 60%. Here's the 1-0. Inside, and the count goes to 2-0. And I've said this before. Bowie was following it a little bit at the tail end of the Reading series, is that if you're going to play a batter to pull, you want the pitcher to follow along and maybe pitch inside on the batter. But Hartford isn't even really playing Watson to pull right now. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball called a strike on the lower outside corner, and the count goes to 2-1. There is a right-hander already up and tossing in the bullpen for Hartford. That's Blair Calvo. 11 appearances, a 3.97 ERA this season. But he's blown 2 saves. Here's the 2-1. Watson pops it foul behind home plate and out of play. Count goes even at 2. Delbonta Smith sets, looks back, runner at second, fires the 2-2. It's up and away, back pick to first. It's close, but the tag just not in time. With how far away Tolia was off the bag, you can hear the footsteps, you can tell, and especially first base coach Tim DeJohn, he'll be screaming at you to get back. Joey Ortiz just had to win that foot race to the bag, and he did. The slide, of course, helped. But the pitch was down, so it runs the count full on Zach Watson. 1 for 10, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks with full counts this year. The payoff. Lifted high, right side foul. Will it get out of play? It will. McIver had ranged on it, and it will get to the second deck. That one just hung up for a long while, so we'll do it once more. Beautiful night here at Prince George's Stadium. Not a cloud to be seen. A little bit of that soft gradient past the dusk hour that you can see just past the trees and left. Another payoff to Watson. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Back-to-back full count strikeouts for Phineas Delbonta Smith in such a crucial situation here in the bottom of the 8th for Hartford. Now here's Andrew Dashbach, a 1 for 3 day for him. Delbonta Smith, though, is already up to 22 pitches this evening. Most he's thrown in any outing is 26. This is his second highest appearance already this year. First pitch, a check swing on a breaking ball down and away. Dashbach got back in time. And that's after appeal, so the count starts out at 1-0. I was saying it a little bit when Dashbach was in the middle of striking out in the second inning that he's been kind of the first guy on and off the bench for Bowie at the moment, as the 1-0 is swung on and missed, breaking ball down. Count goes even at 1. And it's just so unfortunate, because he has to platoon with J.D. Mundy the way he does, is that it does take away such a patient eye at the plate this season. Now, his numbers here in the month of May have taken a regression to the mean. Only 16% walk rate this month as he fouls off this pitch right side. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. But his walk rate overall is still north of 20%, which is well above a career high. And a lot of that has to do with how long he can draw out plate appearances. Sees the borders just a little bit better than most on the lineup and can foul off more pitches. First and second, 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air, on the infield, behind home plate now. McIver sheds the mask, squares it, and he bobbles it, but bare hands it off of the rebound from his glove. Ooh, that was close. That'll get your heart racing, but it's the pop out to the catcher. That's how it goes down in the scorecard to end the inning. Bowie gets 2 aboard with nobody out to open the frame, and they can't bring any home. We're on to the 9th here at Prince George's Stadium as the Baysox trail 7-3. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey, Baysox fans, if you've got a teacher or educator in your life that's meant a lot to you, or if you're one yourself, then you don't want to miss out on the Baysox Educator Appreciation Week from Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st. Teachers and educators who show a school ID at the Baysox ticket office will get 2 free tickets to a game of their choice between those days, all sponsored by Educational Systems Federal Credit Union. Again, it's Educator Appreciation Week at Prince George's Stadium, Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame Induction Weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 22nd through 25th for the induction of Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, Buck O'Neill, and David Ortiz as the class of 2022. Visit baseballhall.org today for the
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Top of the 9th inning here in Bowie as the Baysox trail 7-3. It'll be the bottom half of the Hartford lineup due up as the first pitch home to Brenton Doyle misses inside a fastball. Count opens up at 1-0. It's Doyle, McIver, Decalotti due up in this half inning. Shelton Perkins still deals on the mound as this liner is ripped out of the air by Gunnar Henderson. What a snipe for Gunnar. He just speared that thing. Wow. I'm going to be sad very, very soon. Because at this level of play that Gunnar Henderson has been putting together for Bowie, he can't be sticking around for too much longer. Here's Willie McIver. First pitch is a slider, misses down and away. Count opens up at 1-0. McIver on the day, 2 for 4, singled in a run in the second inning. Scored after a single in the third inning. He fouls off this next pitch, and the count goes even at 1. But what a day it's been for Henderson. He's reached safely 3 times, has 2 home runs. Perkins delivers the next. Called a strike. Slider on the lower outside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. Next offering. Just misses down, a curve, and the count goes even. But again, even at his age, he's making the Orioles have to sit with some tough questions right now. There's not much more that can be said about that fact. Here's the 2-2. Check swing, down and away, they appeal. He didn't go. So the count fills after Perkins was ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff from Perkins. Swing and a miss, he got him. Went with the slider up and away that time as McIver is left chasing. 5 in a row retired out of the bullpen for Shelton Perkins, including his second strikeout. Here's Decalotti as Perkins looks to make it 6 consecutive. Bases empty, 2 away. First pitch, there's that slider again. I'm really loving the movement on it today from Perkins. Good 2-plane action right now. Count starts out at 0-1. Next. Went with it again. Call it for strike. Maybe a bit down that time. He's tempting fate, but it's 0-2. Trying to make it a quick punch out of Decolati, who's 1 for 4 on the day. Next pitch. Misses down. Again, I said it. He's tempting fate. He tried to see if he could go even a little bit lower, and he just made a hand gesture saying, was that too low? It runs the count to 1-2. He'll try again, the pitch. Swinging a piece foul. Perkins sprinted off the mound thinking it might come his way, but it rolls to the right side, and the count stays. So Decolati's had an interesting day. He reached on a fielder's choice in the second and scored. Doubled in a run in the third. Reached on catcher's interference in the fifth and was thrown out trying to go first to third on a single. Next pitch, changeup misses away. Perkins has not fed Decolati a single fastball here in this plate appearance. Bases empty, 2 away, a 2-2 count. Pitch home. Swinging a piece and picked in the air on the bare hand by Maverick Handley, but it's foul, so the count stays. Decolati grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. Perkins delivers another 2-2. This one lifted out towards shallow right center, hanging up long enough for Watson to close the gap, and the right fielder makes the catch. 6 up, 6 down out of the bullpen for Sheldon Perkins. He served his work admirably, and it makes way for Bowie to try and at least tie it up, maybe send this game into extras, maybe walk it off. They've got to score 4 to tie, 5 to win. We'll be back in just a second. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Well, it's the last chance for Bowie as we move on to the bottom of the ninth inning. It's a tall mountain to climb to get out of this current 4-game losing streak, hopefully not extended into a 5-game skid. But the Baysox, they've got to get a few on the board before they can think about that. It's a 7-3 ball game right now, and it'll be 9-1-2 due up for Bowie here in this half inning. Maverick Handley, Hudson Haskin, and Gunnar Henderson. Matt Sabatis alongside Adam Pohl with you from Prince George's Stadium as Blair Calvo will take over on the mound for the Yard Goats. He replaces Phineas Delbonta Smith, who went 1 scoreless inning with a hit and 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, Calvo's 3-0 with a 3.97 ERA, and this already is 12th outing of the year.
Calvo, 3-0 record with 11 1/3 innings of work. 12 strikeouts, 5 walks. First pitch grounded to the left side by Handley. Backhanded in the shallow outfield by Tovar, and the shortstop gets it to first in time. Excellent spin and throw from Tovar, taking it from the other direction toward the corner and still getting it to first base, 6-3.
Yeah, easily in time. I mean, really an impressive play. We have seen some great shortstops over the year play games here at Prince George's Stadium. And that was the look of a really good one right there.
Goes back to the top of the lineup now in Hudson Haskin as Bowie is down to their final 2 outs this evening. Haskin riding a 1-for-4 day. First pitch. He swings at it and pops it up shallow right field. Backing up the first baseman. Now the second baseman. Blomgrin is the one to make the call. And the catch at the shoulder. It's always the second baseman who's the field general of those kinds of plays because he can usually be the one to get there fastest while at the same time have a better chance at potentially squaring it up than the first baseman who has pretty much his entire back to the infield.
Yeah, good point. It's harder to go straight back than cutting across, isn't it? And I think that's why a player like Blomgren's in good position to make that play.
So down to their final out, it's Gunnar Henderson. 2-for-3 day, first pitch. Called a strike, outside edge, and it's 0-1. Henderson's first multi-home run game of the season and his first since July of 2021. A 2-run blast in the first, a solo shot in the fifth. The 0-1 pitch misses down and away, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike. Calvo has 2 save opportunities this year. He's blown them both. This is not a save opportunity, though, at 4 runs. He's only allowed 1 home run. They play Henderson to pull as the 1-1 is poked over toward short, however. Tovar was placed perfectly for it. He scoops and fires to first to end the game. So the Baysox go down in order in the bottom of the 9th, and they fall tonight 7-3 as the losing skid extends to 5. We'll step aside, be back in just a moment, and get you Baysox postgame. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com. At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Savanas.
Well, another tough finish tonight at Prince George's Stadium as we get rolling with Baysox postgame here from the ballpark in Bowie. The Baysox dropped their 5th consecutive game today by a final score of 7-3. There's not too much to highlight out of this one, but there are a couple of key notes as we'll recap the game in depth. Going all the way back in time to 6:37 p.m. when first pitch came home from Ryan Watson to Jimmy Herron. Watson pitched a clean first inning, did give up a single, but only faced one over the minimum. And in the bottom of the first, the Baysox attacked Noah Davis out of the gate. Hudson Haskin had a 1-0 count in front of him and singled up the gut. And then after Gunnar Henderson watched a called strike on a pitch low and away, he stepped up into the box and did this. Longest in the Eastern League, and it's probably going to hold for a while, but then he went 0 for 4 in Game 1 of the Twin Bill. This next one driven high and deep out to right. Forget about it! Gunnar Henderson says goodbye with a 106-mile-an-hour rocket to put Bowie up 2-0. That's his 5th home run of the season. Team-leading RBIs number 22 and 23. And talk about a big one. It was a pretty big home run for the Baysox, gave them a 2-0 advantage. But unfortunately, when the next half inning came along, that lead, as it turned out, would not hold. Brenton Doyle led off the second with a double, and Willie McIver singled to center field to score him, made it a 1-run game. After Nico Decolati reached on a fielder's choice that replaced McIver, Aaron Shunk flew out to center field, so it looked like Ryan Watson might have been getting out of the inning with the lead still intact, but that wouldn't be the case. Jack Blomgrin singled to left, and the leadoff man, Jimmy Herron, stepped back up and served Watson one of his biggest injuries of the year. Here's the next. Runner at first feigns the takeoff as the pitch is lofted out to deep right field. Watson running a long way back, and it's out. A 3-run home run out to the other side. That's some rare opposite field power for Jimmy Herron. And Hartford has jumped ahead to a 4-2 advantage here in the top of the second inning. They would add on a couple of more runs in the third. An RBI double by Nico Decolati and a sacrifice fly by Aaron Shunk would make it a 6-2 game. The Baysox would eventually get one more run back in the fifth. And again, it was thanks to a good friend, Gunnar Henderson. Third base pinches in if Henderson tries to surprise anything, and he goes the other way with power. Back on it, Doyle to the warning track. It's gone! Gunnar Henderson says goodbye, his second home run of the evening. A solo shot, 102 miles an hour off the bat, 390 feet away from home, and the Baysox are back on the board. It's 6-3. Wouldn't be too much more to celebrate, though, for Bowie. While Jordan Westberg did follow with a double following Henderson's home run, he would be stranded at second base, and the Baysox would only manage 3 more base runners for the remainder of the evening, and 2 of them were on hit by pitches. Only one was a base hit, and it was an infield base hit at that by Shane Fontana. Hartford would pile on one more against Easton Lucas after a 2-out double by Aaron Shunk. An RBI single to left by Jack Blomgrin made it 7-3. But then Sheldon Perkins came in and tossed 2 perfect innings of relief to at least make it reasonable for Bowie. And as we got to the ninth, a quick ground out and a pop out led Gunnar Henderson up to the plate once more against Blair Calvo, but it just wasn't in the cards. They play Henderson to pull as the 1-1 is poked over toward short, however. Tovar was placed perfectly for it. He scoops and fires to first to end the game. So the Baysox go down in order in the bottom of the ninth, and they fall tonight 7-3 as the losing skid extends to 5. So there's your final score. Once again, Hartford scores 7 runs on 12 hits with no errors. They left on 9. The Baysox score 3 runs on 9 hits, a season's high 4 errors. They left on 8. Winning pitcher is Noah Davis. The starter tossed an outstanding 7 innings, giving up 3 runs on 8 hits with 3 strikeouts and a walk. He moves to 1-3. Ryan Watson is served his first loss of the season. He falls to 2-1. Game was played in 2 hours and 20 minutes in front of a paid attendance here at Prince George's Stadium of 1,264. With the win, Hartford eclipses 20 wins now. They are the 3rd team in the Eastern League to reach that mark, along with Somerset in their own Northeast Division and Richmond in Bowie's Southwest Division, as the Yard Goats are on a 2-game winning streak and 7-6 when playing on the road. With the loss, the Baysox fall even further to 13-19, continuing a season's low watermark as they're now 6 games under 500, and on a 5-game losing streak, they're tied for the longest of the season. Bowie is now 8-7 when playing in front of the home crowd. Gunnar Henderson was great today. Sheldon Perkins was very good out of the bullpen, but it's just about all you can really take away from this one, Adam.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know there were some positive notes, but the Baysox, they've really been hurt by the big inning, have they not? So many a time this year, and boy, that Herron 3-run home run in the second inning. It was an inning in which it just felt like Bowie was about to get out of it with their lead still intact. Instead of 3-run homer, then you commit 2 errors the following inning. And even though Bowie's bullpen was outstanding today, between Lucas and Perkins allowing 1 run in 5 innings, they just never could get that big rally to get back into it.
So, again, the final, Bowie falls 7-3. We'll step aside as we continue Baysox postgame. When we come back, we take on a quick cruise around the Eastern League and the Orioles organization, see how the rest of the squads have fared as we get ready to hopefully look ahead to this losing streak ending tomorrow. Again, 7-3 your final. We'll be back in a bit. You're listening to Baysox postgame.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Well, it may be on Sunday, May 29th, but get ready for the Baysox first Catter Day at Prince George's Stadium. Everyone's heard of Bark in the Park, but now you can bring your kitty out for a relaxing afternoon of ball. And if you get here early enough, you can pick up a free Baysox Catter Day t-shirt, courtesy of the City of Bowie. You can get your tickets now for the first ever Catter Day at 301-464-4865 or at baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With two of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Back to Prince George's Stadium here for Baysox postgame as Bowie falls tonight to Hartford 7-3. Again, the losing skid extends to 5, unfortunately, but Bowie will get to try again with an old friend making a return for a Major League rehab, Dean Kramer. We'll talk about that in a second, but for now, let's go ahead and take you on a quick cruise through the Eastern League, look at some of the games that have already come to a final. Portland taking down Hartford earlier today, 6-2, an easy one there for the Sea Dogs. They led 6-1 for most of it, and then Harrisburg finally got on a run at the top of the ninth. Did I say Hartford at first when I said that game? I'm getting them mixed up because it's just the HAR, and I feel like I'm probably not the only one in this league that does that, even though I am probably the only one in this league that does that. Altoona just put on a clinic while hosting Richmond earlier today. They scored multiple times in multiple innings, counting it out. 5 different innings, they put on a crooked number and walked away with a 12-2 victory over the Squirrels. Somerset, a 10 spot over Reading for a 10-3 winner there. And then New Hampshire blowing out Erie. They were back and forth a little bit while New Hampshire was behind 2-1 at one point. They tied it. Erie took a 3-2 lead, but then New Hampshire made it 5-3 and then just ran away from there, including a 7-run ninth inning to win 13-3. That was an 11 a.m. game. It was another 11 a.m. game over at Marabito Stadium in Binghamton, where the Akron Rubber Ducks put on a couple of runs early, and that was just enough for them to keep Binghamton at an arm's length. 5-2, the eventual final in that one, as Akron is now 19-15 on the season. So that's how the Eastern League squares up today. Adam, how is the Orioles system?
Yeah, it's been a great day in the Orioles organization at the Major League level. Baltimore trying to battle back. They've got Mancini at second, 2 down in the 6th, trailing the Yankees 4-3 at Camden Yards. We talked about Nick Vespi in our pregame show. Logan Gillespie was called up to Baltimore today, the first member, I believe, of this year's Baysox to go up. Great to see the 2-year Baysox reliever get the call up. He has yet to make his Major League debut, but you never know later here in this one today. Other games in Low A, Delmarva a winner 5-3 over Fredericksburg. Boy, Aberdeen just doesn't stop, do they? 4-2 they win against Rome, Georgia, the Rome Braves. And then the big news here in the minor leagues today was that Grayson Rodriguez was just dominant. He struck out 11 batters in just 5 innings. And Kyle Stowers hit a home run for a second consecutive day. And the Norfolk Tides winning it on the road in Charlotte by a 4-1 final score.
So that's going to do it for us this evening because, again, the only score that we really care about on this production when it's all said and done is that of Bowie's. And unfortunately, it just wasn't that clean of a score. Once more, your final, Hartford over Bowie, 7-3. The Baysox are back in action tomorrow at 6:35 when old friend Dean Kramer will make a start for the Baysox, a Major League rehab appearance, as he's recovering from that oblique injury. 6:35, the anticipated first pitch, which means a 6:15 DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. One last time from Prince George's Stadium, Bowie falls to Hartford 7-3. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.